How's it going, folks? Welcome to another fun at-home table read. Tonight, we're jumping back into the View Askewverse for certainly I'll say the dumbest of the View Askew movies, but not in a bad way. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. This movie always kind of makes me laugh. So let's get into introducing ourselves.
Hello, I'm George, and I'll be doing the action description.
I'm Chelsea, and I'm gonna be motherfucking Jay.
I'm Logan, and I'm Silent Bob, and that's probably as much as I'm going to talk for the majority of the movie.
I'm Eric. I'll be Will and Holly and Ben Affleck.
I'm Angie, and I'm Justice.
Hi, I'm Anne, and I will be Sissy.
Oh, that's me. I'm Bridget, and I'll be playing Missy.
I'm Steven. I'll be playing Holden. Mind the mustache.
Patrick.
And I'm Travis, and I'll be playing Chrissy.
All right, well, George, take us away.
All right, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, written by Kevin Smith. Jay and Silent Bob, over black, we see Chiron, a long time ago, in front of a convenience store far, far away. Exterior quick stop years ago, day. We fade in on the block of stores, quick stop / RST from some time ago. In fact, RST isn't RST, it's the record rack, a 45 store with head shop paraphernalia in the window. A white trash mother, maybe 17, wearing a baseball cap, comes into frame carrying a chubby baby. The baby wears an oversized t-shirt under what looks like a little bathrobe and messily eats a chocolate bar. There are food stamps in the mother's hands.
Bobby boy, stay here while mommy picks up the free cheese, okay?
She looks up at the bright sun, shielding her eyes slightly, then looks back at the baby on the ground. She takes off her baseball cap and places it on the baby.
This'll keep the sun out of your eyes. You look good now, or you be good now.
She walks away, leaving the baby sitting against the wall, with the backwards baseball cap and the chocolate around his mouth forming something that resembles a beard. The kid looks kind of familiar. Then another mother, also very young, decked out in a Kiss concert shirt from years gone by and huge feathered hair enters, with a black skull cap wearing baby slung at her hip. She sees the first baby sitting against the wall and sets her baby down beside him.
Don't fucking move, you little shit machine. Mommy's gonna go score.
A passerby enters, heading towards the convenience store. He takes note of the babies and the mother heading into the record store and then stops and addresses her, disgusted.
Excuse me? Who's watching these babies?
The fat one's watching the little one.
Oh, nice. Nice parenting. Leave them out here like that and see what happens. Drugs.
The passerby walks away and the mother flips him the bird.
Fuck you, you fucking square.
Keep on trucking. Woo.
Did you hear the crazy fuck telling me how to fucking raise you, motherfucker, man? Who's he fucking think he is? What's the worst fucking thing could happen to you sitting outside the fucking stores? Fuck!
The door closes and the babies sit there quietly for a beat. Then they look at each other. The larger one says nothing. The smaller one, however.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Dissolve to the present. Jay and Silent Bob stand where the babies sat. The record rack is now RST video. Jay is mid-chant.
Fuck. Fuck. Motherfuck. Fuck. Motherfuck. Fuck. Motherfuck. Nosh. Smoking weed. Doing coke. Drinking beers. Doing fatty. Smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts.
A pair of teens approach them.
Let me get a nickel bag.
15 bucks, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If the money doesn't show, then you owe me. My jungle love. Oh. I think I wanna know ya.
The hell are you singing?
You don't know Jungle Love? That shit is a mad nose, written by God herself and handed down to the world's greatest band, the motherfucking time.
The guys in that Prince movie.
Purple Rain.
Oh man, that shit was so great. It was so fucking 80s style, bro.
Jay suddenly grabs the kid by the throat, throwing him against the wall.
Bitch, don't you never say an unkind word about the time. Me and Silent Bob model our whole fucking lives after Morris Day and Jerome. I'm a smooth pimp that loves the pussy, and my tubby here is my black manservant.
Just then, Randal exits the video store, locking the door behind him. What did I tell you two about dealing in front of the store? Drop the kid and peddle your wares someplace else, burn boy. And for the record, the time sucked ass. He exits. Jay, Silent Bob, and the teens watch him go. After a beat,
Yo, you guys want to hear something fucked up about him and that quick stop guy?
interior quick stop day. Randal joins Dante behind the counter. Dante rings up a customer, a half-eaten submarine sandwich sitting on the counter. Randal grabs it, takes a bite, and starts reading a newspaper. Hey, can't we do something about those two stoners hanging around outside all the time?
Why? What'd they do now?
I'm trying to watch Clash of the Titans, and all I can hear is the two of them screaming about Morris Day at the top of their lungs.
I thought the fat one didn't really talk much.
What, am I producing an A&E biography about them? I'm just saying they shouldn't be loitering around the stores like they do.
Neither should you, but we let you stay.
You see, man, if you were funnier than that, ABC never would have canceled us.
What?
Nothing. Enter Teen 1 and Teen 2 chuckling.
2 packs of wraps. Yo, how was the service?
What service?
The one that on the Unitarian church where you two got married to each other last week.
What the hell are you talking about?
Jay said you had a Star Wars themed wedding and you guys tied the knot dressed like stormtroopers.
Yeah, and he said you're the bitch and you're the butch. Oh, sorry, the Leia and the Luke. Yeah. I'm the bitch?
Well, if we were gay, that's how I'd see it.
Would you shut up?
Holy shit, dude. The honeymoon's over.
We're not married to each other.
Well, sure. Not in the eyes of the state or any real church, Skywalker.
That does it. I'm going to do something about those two. I should have done a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
May the foreskin be with you. Hand the Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, I want to report a couple of drug dealers out in front of the quick stop. Exterior quick stop day. Jay and Silent Bob are thrown against the wall outside by a cop who frisks them.
The fuck, Serpico? What'd we do?
We got a report that 2 guys were hanging around outside the store selling pot.
We don't smoke pot, yo.
Teen 1 enters and hands Jay rolling papers.
Here are the rolling papers you wanted for your pot and your change. Thanks. And the time sucks ass.
Teen 1 races off. Jay and Bob move to follow, but the cop stops them, grabbing the rolling papers out of Jay's hand. He eyeballs the pair.
No pot, huh? What do you need this for?
Well, I got a wiping problem. I stick these little pieces of paper over my brown eye and bam, no shit stains in my undies. Don't believe me? Let me show you.
Jay drops his pants and leans against the wall, looking back over his shoulder.
Just spread my cheeks a little and you can get the fucking stink nuggets.
Pull up your pants, sir, now.
Jay bends down to pull up his pants and farts. Silent Bob cracks up. The cop grabs them both, leading them towards the car.
Let's take a ride down to the station.
What? Is suddenly a crime to fart, motherfucker?
Exterior Brodie Bruce's secret stash comic book store day. An establishing shot of Brodie's store in the heart of Red Bank.
No fucking way.
We go tight on the huge cartoon sign of Brodie outside to interior Brodie Bruce's secret stash comic book store later. Brodie himself holding a stack of comics in one hand and a Dixie cup in the other. Jay and Silent Bob follow him as he puts new books in the racks.
Dante and Randal slapped you with a restraining order?
Judge said if we go within 100 feet of the stores, we get thrown in a county.
So you gonna abide by the court's ruling, or are you gonna go Bandit Reynolds style?
Fuck yeah. You know what they make you do in county? Toss the fucking salad. I don't like this fuck's asshole. I'm gonna do it for some stranger?
I guess if you really wanted to hang out in front of a convenience store, you could just buy your own now. What with all the money you guys made.
Hell yeah, bitch. Wait a second. What money?
The money from the movie, dumbass.
The fuck you babbling about?
The Bluntman and Chronic movie. Oh my god, don't tell me you have no idea there's a movie being made of the comic you two were the basis for.
What? Since when?
God damn it, man. Here's the pulse, all right, and here's your finger. Far from the pulse, jammed straight up your ass. Say, would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel?
Brodie leads them back to the counter.
You see, kids, if you read Wizard, you'd know it's the top story this month. Check it out.
Brodie hands Jay and Silent Bob a copy of Wizard, open to the headline, Snoochie Boochies, Bluntman and Chronic get big screen treatment. There are pictures of Holden McNeil and Banky Edwards, as well as drawings of Bluntman and Chronic.
When the fuck did this happen?
Well, after X-Men hit at the box office, all the studios started buying up every comic property they could get their hands on. Miramax optioned Bluntman and Chronic.
Miramax? I thought they only made classy flicks like Piano and Crying Game.
Yeah, well, once they made She's All That, everything went to hell. So you're saying you haven't gotten a cut of the movie? Didn't Holden McNeil and Banky Edwards used to pay you likeness rights for the comic book?
We haven't seen a fucking dime for no movie.
Well, boys, I'm no lawyer, but I think Holden and Banky owe you some of that proverbial fat cash. I mean, they're making a movie based on characters that are based on you and Quiet Robert.
It ain't me and Quiet Robert. It's a pair of stupid-ass superheroes that run around saying snitchy nitchies or something.
I believe it's Snoochie Boochies. Regardless, you're getting screwed. If I was you guys, I'd confront Holden McNeil and ask him for my movie check.
Shit, yeah, we got to get paid.
And on that note, we cue the music.
Jay lays down a house bass beat. Brodie complements it with his own beat.
Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Wah, wah.
Exterior Potsers Incorporated Day. Jay and Silent Bob mosey past the front door of the building and knock. Interior Potsers Inc. Day. Holden McNeil opens the door and smiles.
Well, I've been waiting for years to do this. Look at these morose motherfuckers right here. Smells like someone shit in their cereal. Bang!
Jay and Silent Bob enter. Holden closes the door following them.
The fuck took you so long answering your damn door? You trying to talk another girlfriend of yours into some gay-ass three-way action with your buddy?
No, I was just showering your mother's stink off me after I gave her a quick jump and sent her home. But now that you mention it, thanks, you could have made the moral of the story you told me a bit more clear.
Silent Bob shrugs.
So what brings you two dirt merchants to my neck of the woods?
Well, I'll tell you what our necks are doing in your woods.
Silent Bob holds up the Wizard article.
Where's our motherfucking movie check?
You heard about that too. Well, I've got nothing to do with that. That's Banky's deal. He owns the property now. I signed my half of Bluntman and Chronic rights over to him years ago.
Why the fuck would you do a thing like that?
Because I'm almost 30, for God's sake. Why on earth would I want to keep writing about characters whose central preoccupations are weed and dick and fart jokes? You gotta grow, man. Don't you ever want more for yourself? I know this poor, hapless son of a bitch does. I look in his doe eyes and I see a man crying out, "When, Lord? When the fuck can your servant ditch this foul-mouthed little chucklehead to whom I am a constant victim of his folly, and who bombards me to those around us with grade A foolishness that prevents me from even getting to kiss a girl? Fuck, when?"
Silent Bob nods like he's finally understood. Jay looks at him hurt, and Bob tried to downplay the comment's truth.
I'm the chucklehead? Fuck you. You're the dumbass who gave away his comic. Now you ain't got no fat movie check either.
When you're right. I wish I'd broken off a little piece of that for myself, because if the buzz is any indication, the movie's going to make some huge bank.
What buzz?
The internet buzz.
The fuck is the internet?
Interior office of Potsers Inc. later. Holden's at a computer terminal. Jay and Silent Bob look over his shoulder.
The internet is a communication device that allows people in the world to bitch about movies and share pornography with one another. Here's what we're looking for. Moviepoopshoot.com.
Poop shoot. Yeah.
This is a side of full militant movie buffs, sad bastards who live in their parents' basements downloading scripts and trading what they believe to be inside info about movies and actors they despise yet can't stop discussing. This is where you go if you want to hear frustrated would-be filmmakers mouth off with their 2-bit armchair director's opinions on how they could have all made a better episode 1.
On the computer monitor, we see the site main page load up. Holden begins navigating the site.
Here, this is about the Bluntman and Chronic movie. Inside sources tell me Miramax is starting production this Friday on their adaptation of underground comic fave Bluntman and Chronic.
Friday? Shit. Does it say who's playing us in the movie?
No, but if it's Miramax, I'm sure it'll be Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. They put him in a bunch of movies.
Who?
You know, the guys from Good Will Hunting.
Oh, you mean the fucking movie with Mork from Ork in it?
Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan either, though. Affleck was bombing Phantoms.
Word, bitch. Phantom's like a motherfucker.
Holden and Jay slap hands. Holden points at the monitor again.
Now down here is where you can gauge the buzz. This is the shoot back area. It's where people who read the news get to chime in with their 2 cents. Here's what a guy who goes by the chick magnet net handle of Wampa1 thinks about Bluntman and Chronic. Bluntman and Chronic and their stupid alter egos Jay and Silent Bob only work in small doses, if at all. They don't deserve their own movie. He's got a point.
Fuck him. What's the next one say?
Bluntman and Chronic is the worst comic I've ever read. Jay and Silent Bob are stupid characters. A couple of stoners who spout dumbass catchphrases like a third-rate Cheech and Chong or Bill and Ted. Fuck Jay and Silent Bob. Fuck them up their stupid asses.
Who the fuck said that shit?
A guy who calls himself Magnolia Fan. Check out what the guy after him said. Jay and Silent Bob are terrible one-note jokes that only stoners laugh at. They're fucking clown shoes. If they were real, I'd beat the shit out of them for being so stupid. I can't believe Miramax would have anything to do with this shit. I, for one, will be boycotting this movie. Who's with me? And then there are about 50 more posts from people who agreed to join Spartacus here about boycotting this flick.
I'm gonna kill all these fucks.
Let it go. Number 1, they are a bunch of jealous little dicks who use the anonymity of the net to insult people who are doing what they wish they were doing. And number 2, they're not really talking about you guys. They're talking about Bluntman and Chronic.
But they said Jay and Silent Bob. They used our real names. It doesn't matter if there's a comic book version of us and a real version, because nobody knows we're real in real life. Holden.
Really?
Yeah. And all these people who read that shit think the real Jay and Silent Bob are a couple of douches because all these dicks are writing about the comic book Jay and Silent Bob. And maybe one night, me and Lunchbox will be macking some bitch and she'll be like, ooh, I want to suck you guys' dicks off. What's your names? And I'll be like, Jay and motherfucking Silent Bob, recognize. And she'll be like, ooh, I read on the internet that you guys were a couple of little fucking jerk-offs. And then she goes and sucks 2 other guys' dicks off instead. Well, fuck that. We got to put a stop to these hateful sons of bitches before they ruin our good names.
First off, I don't know how good your names really are. Secondly, there's not much you can do about stopping this bile. The internet's given everyone in America a voice, and everyone in America has chosen to use that voice to bitch about movies. As long as there's a Bluntman and Chronic movie, the net nerds are going to have something negative to say about it.
Jay Steam was thinking, then a light dawns on him.
Wait a second. If there wasn't a Bluntman and Chronic movie, then no one would be saying shit about Jay and Silent Bob, right? Right, Holden?
They're not saying anything about you. They're talking about fictional characters.
Jay turns to Bob, oblivious to Holden.
So all we gotta do is stop him from making the movie.
Yeah, and kiss off the hundreds and thousands of dollars in royalties you're due in the process. Are you fucking retarded? Look, I'm probably not alone in this, that this flick is the worst idea since Greedo shooting first. I mean, a Jay and Silent Bob movie? Who would pay to see that?
Holden, Jay, and Silent Bob pause and look at the camera for a beat. Silent Bob smiles. Then,
But since it is happening, you might as well just ignore the idiots on the internet. Go find Banky and get your motherfucking movie check. And you succinctly put it, that's what's important here.
No, Holden McNeil. What's important here is that there's a bunch of motherfuckers we don't even know calling us assholes on the internet to a bunch of teenagers and guys who can't even get laid. Putting a stop to what this is the most important thing we could ever do. What did it say they're making that movie?
They start this Friday.
So if today's Tuesday, that gives us 8 days.
It's more like 3 days.
Right. Come on, 3 days to stop that stupid fucking movie from getting made. Come on, Silent Bob.
Jay and Bob stand and look at each other, filled with purpose.
We're going to Hollywood.
They stride off. Holden shakes his head.
Now that's what I call the blunt leading the blunt.
Exterior bus station day. Jay and Silent Bob approach a bus that's labeled Los Angeles. They nod at each other and then climb aboard. After a beat, they reemerge.
Tickets? Since when did they start charging for the bus?
They head towards the depot.
Didn't we used to ride that shit to school every day for free?
Exterior highway day. Bus roars past a sign that reads, leaving New Jersey. Interior bus, same. Jay makes his way up to the driver.
We in Hollywood yet?
It's a 3-day ride to Los Angeles, sir. We left 20 minutes ago.
I didn't ask you about Los Angeles. I asked about Hollywood.
Hollywood's in Los Angeles, sir.
Don't change the subject. Are we in Hollywood yet or not?
Please sit down, sir.
Jay glares at the driver and heads back to his seat.
Why don't you take your seat, Ralph Cramden?
Jay slumps into the seat beside Silent Bob.
I'm fucking bored, man. There ain't shit to do on this bus.
Silent Bob mimes jerking off.
I already did that twice.
Silent Bob shrugs, looking out the window. Jay looks across the aisle and spots a child in a helmet playing a handheld video game. He leans over to him.
Yo, Gretzky, let me get a turn.
Leave me alone, little kid.
The child gives him the finger. Jay goes wide-eyed, turning to Silent Bob.
Yo, that little fuck just called me a little kid and gave me the finger. Go kick his ass.
Silent Bob offers an incredulous look as if to say, he's 10 years old.
You're my muscle, ain't you?
Silent Bob kind of nods.
So go open a can of whoop ass on that little fuck and give me his game.
Silent Bob sighs and stands. He climbs over Jay into the aisle and stands in front of the child. He looks at him and registers doubt. He looks back to Jay, who waves him on. Silent Bob steels himself, looks back to the kid, and reaches for his game. The child emits a high-pitched scream and starts punching himself in the head. Silent Bob dives back into his seat, trying to look nonchalant. The child stops crying, and Jay looks at Silent Bob.
One tough motherfucker, you know that?
Exterior highway day. The bus pulls over by the side of the road. Interior bus day. The bus driver heads down the aisle towards the back of the bus, followed by pissed-off passengers.
They've been in there going on half an hour now. 2 of them doing God knows what.
The bus driver bangs on the bathroom door and shouts.
This bus isn't moving another inch unless you clear out of there right now.
No answer. The bus driver bangs on the door harder.
You hear me? Open this door! Hello!
The door handle turns, the door swings open wide, and massive amounts of smoke suddenly billow through the back of the bus. The smoke clears to reveal Jay and Silent Bob squeezed into the bathroom holding a massive joint.
I think something's burning back here.
Exterior roadside later. As the bus pulls away, Jay and Silent Bob are revealed left behind.
The whole fucking world's against us, dude. I swear to God.
Silent Bob nods. Jay sticks out his thumb and starts hitching. Exterior roadside later. Jay and Bob are walking backwards, hitching still.
It sucks balls, man. How come we ain't getting no rides?
Because you're doing it all wrong.
Jay and Bob look behind them. There's a guy hitching as well.
You gotta induce the drivers a little.
Like how?
Like this.
The hitchhiker holds out his sign to them. It reads, "We'll give head for ride."
Yeah, but what happens when you get in the car and you don't make with the head? Don't they kick your ass to the curb?
Sure, if you don't make with the head.
Jay and Bob look at him for a long beat. Then,
oh, you eat the cock?
Yeah, if it'll get me 100 miles across the country, I'll take a shot in the mouth.
Yeah, but we ain't gay.
Well, neither am I. But have you seen the price of bus tickets lately? Shit, I don't want to cough up $200 just to get to Chicago.
Well, I don't want to cough up some dude's sperm.
Don't be so suburban. This is the new millennium. Gay, straight, it's all the same now. There's no more lines.
Jay draws a line on the ground with his foot.
There's one, and on this side of it, we ain't gay.
All hitches do this. Why do you think people pick us up? If you get a ride, it's expected. I don't care who the driver is. It's the first rule of the book.
What book?
The unwritten book of the road.
A truck starts to pull over to the side of the road. The hitchhiker points to it as if to say, "See?" The passenger side door opens. The hitchhiker climbs into the truck and closes the door. He looks out the window at Jay and Bob.
Follow the rules of the book, and you'll get where you're going in no time. Excuse me.
Through the windshield, Jay and Silent Bob see the hitchhiker go face first into the truck driver's lap. The truck driver smiles, and the truck takes off, roaring down the road. Jay and Silent Bob watch the truck disappear. Then a car pulls up. The nun driving rolls down the passenger side window and leans towards them.
You two boys need a ride.
Interior car later. The nun drives, smiling. Jay and Silent Bob sit in the back seat, huddled close together, their eyes glued on the nun.
So, where are you two boys from?
Jersey?
What brings you to Indiana?
We're going to Hollywood.
Oh, Hollywood, huh? That's a long ways away.
Yeah, we're lucky you pick us up.
Well, do unto others. That's what the book says.
Wait a minute, you follow the book too?
I live my life by it.
Really? You?
Of course. You know how lonely it gets on the road. Well, thanks to the book, I'm never alone, if you know what I mean.
Yes. This guy back there explained it to us, but I didn't think you'd be into that.
Are you kidding? I've dedicated my life to it every hour of every day.
Shit, you nuns are all right.
You live by the book too?
You picked us up, didn't you? I gotta.
Oh, that's good to hear. But it takes a deed, not words. It's a lot easier to say as you live by the book than to actually do it. Can you do it?
Want me to do it right now?
No time like the present.
Jay looks back at Silent Bob. Silent Bob shakes his head. No. Jay shrugs, then flips his hair over his shoulder and starts to bend down.
All right. You hear that? She's not Catholic. She's a Presbyterian.
Jay disappears below the dash, and the nun goes wide-eyed. Exterior roadside day. The nun's car screeches to the side of the road. Jay gets kicked out of the front seat by the screaming nun. Silent Bob rushes out too, and the car races off. Jay wipes his mouth. He pulls a long curly hair from between his teeth.
Dude, she had 70s bush.
Exterior highway night. Jay and Bob continue hitching.
I can't believe this shit. 5 hours, not a single ride. Every day, millions of people hitch to Hollywood to stop studios from making movies about them. But when you and me try it, it's like we're trapped in a fucking cartoon.
A familiar-looking van pulls up on the other side of the road. The horn beeps. Jay and Bob look at each other, shrug, and race across the street and get in. The van pulls off. Interior van, night. Jay and Bob sit in the back of the van and stare at a clean-cut guy, a bookish woman in glasses, a red-headed beauty, a stoner dude, and a Great Dane. Jay looks at Silent Bob.
Zoinks, yo.
And now we can solve the mystery of the hitchhiking ghouls. Their mask, and let's see who they really are.
I don't think they are masks.
I don't think they're hitchhiking girls either.
Jules, you fucking moron, not girls. Though I wish they were hitchhiking girls. Sexy, skimpily clad hitchhiking girls.
No, I wasn't. Keep it up. Beatnik, I'll feed you to the fucking dog. Oh, that on? Let's go. Let's kick them out and my brain. We've got a mystery.
The only mystery here is why we take our cues from a dick and a neckerchief.
Keep it up, Beatnik. I'll feed you to the fucking dog.
I can't take all this fighting.
Yo,
The gang look to Jay and Bob.
you guys need to turn those frowns upside down. We got just the thing for that.
He pulls out a large bag of joints.
I call them doobie snacks.
Interior van, weed vision. As Jay and Bob toke up, we go all slow-mo and 70s freaky, with the image seeming to swim. Through their stoned haze, we see old-school witches, skeletons, and ghouls swirling about their heads, the latter of which gets his mask taken off to reveal a man inside a costume. Jay and Bob look at the gang, then take a hit off their joint and look back. Suddenly, the gang's engaged in total debauchery. The dude rides the windshield while the guy cackles insanely, blindfolded by his neckerchief. Bookish and Beauty are in their underwear, making out with each other. The Great Dane looks at Jay and Bob and says,
Right, Ray and Ryan Bob.
The Great Dane rolls over, revealing its red thing sticking way out of its sheath. It's monstrous. Jay and Bob go wide-eyed.
Yo, look at his fucking lipstick. He's got a stoner boner.
Jay and Bob smile and pass out. We cut back to the gang, who now appear as they did prior to Weed Vision. They stare at the off-camera Jay and Bob.
I think they passed out.
Great. What do we do with them now?
Let's cut out their kidneys to sell on the black market and leave them in a seedy motel bathtub full of ice.
Oh God, not again.
Interior seedy motel bathroom, night. Jay lies in a bathtub full of ice, screaming. There's a scar on his back. Exterior Kansas City Park, day. Jay wakes up suddenly, screaming. He startles Bob awake as well as he clutches at his back, lifting his shirt to see the scar. It's not there.
Oh, holy shit, dude. I had a terrible dream. Yo, I'm hungry. Where can we get some breakfast?
Bob looks around and then locks on something off camera. He points and Jay looks, smiles widely, and nods. Exterior Movies fast food joint, day. An establishing shot of the fast food eatery as Jay and Bob enter. Interior Movies fast food joint, same. As the pair head for the counter, Jay notices a public internet terminal. He tugs at Silent Bob's arm.
Yo, check that shit out. The internet. Let's see if those fucks said something new about us in that stupid flick.
Bob shrugs, heading for the terminal. He inserts $1 and types, following it up with a mouse click. The pair look at the screen and go wide-eyed.
Any movie based on Jay and Silent Bob is going to lick balls because they both, in fact, lick balls, namely each other's.
Jay and Silent Bob look at each other wide-eyed.
Ugh. Yes, they are real people, real stupid people. Signed Darth Randal. Motherfucker. It's time we wrote something back. Type this shit down.
Silent Bob starts typing as Jay dictates.
All you motherfuckers are gonna pay. You are the ones who are the ball lickers. We are gonna fuck your mothers while you watch and cry like little bitches. Once we get to Hollywood and find those Miramax fucks who are making this movie, we're gonna make them eat our shit, then shit out our shit, then eat their shit, which is made of our shit, which we made them eat. Then all you motherfuckers are next. Love, Jay and Silent Bob.
Silent Bob finishes typing and presses return. He and Jay nod at each other, then head over to the counter line, looking up at the menu board.
Yeah, that'll fucking show them. Now we eat our egg and movie muffins, get back on the road, get to Hollywood and stop that fucking movie from being made. No more hairy bush nuns, no more dogs. We keep our eye on the prize and let nothing distract me.
As Jay finishes speaking, he looks to the off-camera doors and freezes. A gorgeous girl walks through the front doors, all in slow-mo to the tune of Prince's The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. She's bathed in light, glowing. She bats her eyelashes, gliding towards us. Jay is mouth agape, wide-eyed. Silent Bob looks at him, then at the off-camera girl. He slowly waves his hand in front of Jay's eyes, getting zero response. Jay's POV. The girl smiles at us. His POV goes from her face down to her breasts, then down to her crotch. Jay moves past Silent Bob and meets the girl in the middle of the floor. He embraces her and lands a long, sweet kiss on her mouth. After a beat, he starts fumbling like a teenager to get to second base under her shirt, congruous with the music. The girl kindly tries to deter him, but it's just a fantasy. Jay's still standing there next to Silent Bob, but he's sporting a huge boner. Silent Bob rolls his eyes. He grabs a soda cup off the counter and sticks it over Jay's boner just as the girl joins them in line. She smiles at the zombified Jay. We can't hear you, Justice.
Oh my god, do you get free refills with that?
Oh, what, this? Oh, I just wear this for protection, so no guys try to grab my shit.
Hi, I'm Justice.
And I'm so fucking yours.
Silent Bob pokes Jay, who shakes off his daze.
Hi, I'm Jay, and this is my hetero life mate, Silent Bob.
It's nice to meet you.
Justice, huh? That's a nice name. Jay and Justice sitting in a tree. Fucking. So you come here often?
Oh, I'm not from around here. My friends and I are taking a road trip, and we just stopped to grab something to eat.
Friends, huh? Where they at?
Out there, by the van.
Jay and Bob look past Justice to see a van with 3 other gorgeous girls stretching outside of it, throwing their hair around, looking incredibly sexy. Without looking at Silent Bob, Jay quietly says to him,
Dude, I think I filled the cup.
Interior van day. Jay and Bob climb into the van, getting odd looks from the other girls. Justice follows them in, tossing the fast food to her friends.
Ladies, Jay and Silent Bob are in his house.
Who the fuck are these guys?
This is Jay and Silent Bob. Guys, this is Sissy, Missy, and Chrissy.
Where the fuck did they come from?
I met him inside. They're gonna hitch a ride.
I don't know if it's such a great idea, Jesse.
Sure it is, Jugs.
Oh my god. He just called Sissy Jugs.
I'm on it.
Chrissy lunges towards Jay, pulling a knife.
Chrissy, no.
Sissy stops Chrissy, shoving a burger into her hands.
We're in the middle of suburbia, Chrissy. Let's try to act like it.
And what stupid ass little foul-mouthed bitch boys don't get their balls cut off in suburbia? Yeah. Yo.
A knife. We having cake or something?
Holy shit, he's a dipshit to boot.
Yo, she called you a dipshit.
What's wrong with you, Justice? You remember where we're going, don't you?
That we have a job to do?
They're just gonna tag along for a few miles. They won't get in the way, I promise. Please.
Fine. They can ride with us, but they're out of here before we get to Boulder.
Honest Injun.
Honest Injun? I can't believe what a pushover you are.
And I can't believe fine-ass bitches like yourselves eat that shit. Don't you know fast food makes girls fart?
Suddenly, Jay and Bob are parted by Brent, who's getting into the van.
Say, what's all this talk about farting?
Sissy, Missy, and Chrissy immediately go from disgusted to sweet and airy, totally switching characters.
Hi, Brent.
Hi, Brent. This is Brent. He's with us too.
Brent, tell these sillies that girls don't fart.
Of course they don't.
Only skeevy stoners fart.
The very white Brent puts his hand out to be slapped by Jay and Silent Bob.
What up, homies? Wow, 3 guys, 4 girls. What's the count, boys?
Jay and Bob look at each other and roll their eyes. Exterior highway day. The van drives down the road. We hear singing from inside. Interior van day. Brent strums a guitar and sings as the girls and Jay and Bob listen, rolling their eyes.
Hey there, Mr. Science Guy. Don't spray that aerosol in my eye, for I don't really want to die. I'm a noble rabbit.
What are you guys, like a cover band or something?
We're the Kansas State chapter of SAAC, Students Against Animal Cruelty.
And we're on our way to Colorado to give up Posovic a piece of our minds.
Everyone lets out a whoop except Jay and Bob.
Woo!
The fuck are you bitches babbling about?
Hey, watch the language, little boy. There are females present?
Jay and Silent Bob eyeball Brent until Justice distracts them.
Provosac Pharmaceuticals is a medical lab where they perform gross experiments on animals.
So what kind of animals are we talking about here? Like bears and rhinos?
Normal like rabbits, dogs, cats, heck, even monkeys. If we don't speak for them, who will? Right, Jesse?
Jay sees him touching Justice's arm, and his eyes flare over the competition. After a beat, he relaxes.
Hey, Brent, can I talk to you over here for a second?
Brent joins Jay, strumming his guitar. Jay addresses him confidentially.
Be honest, yo. You're down with this for the fine-ass pussy, right?
I'm down with this because I love animals, stupid.
Even sheep?
Of course. Sheep are beautiful creatures.
They are beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, God, yes.
So then you fuck a sheep?
What is your damage, little boy? You got a sick and twisted world perspective.
No, you misunderstand me, Prince Valiant. I mean, if you were another sheep, would you fuck another sheep if you were a sheep?
Well, if you put it like that, you bet your fucking ass I would.
That's what I thought. Yo, this motherfucker ain't one of us. He said he'd fuck a sheep.
Exterior highway day. The side door of the van slides open and Brent gets hurled out of the moving vehicle. Jay throws his guitar at him as well, yelling and flipping the bird as the van drives off.
You dirty sheep fucker!
Exterior highway later. The van drives down the road. Interior van, same. Missy drives. Sissy sits in the passenger seat. Chrissy kneels between them.
What?
What, Chrissy?
The fuck are we gonna do now?
Shut up! I'm thinking.
In the back, Justice studies some blueprints. Jay joins her and she quickly folds them up.
So is Hollywood near where we're going?
Is that where you guys are from?
Yeah, right. Jersey represent.
Oh, a Jersey boy. What brings you all the way out here?
Well, we couldn't hang in front of the quick stop no more because of the restraining order, which sucks because it's been like our home since we was kids. Silent Bob even busted his cherry there.
You did? I'll bet she was a lucky girl.
Bob blushes. Jay doesn't like the Justice's attention and strayed.
Look, fuck that fat fuck. I'm trying to tell a story here.
Sorry.
Anyway, we were talking to Brodie and he said there's going to be a Blunt Man and Chronic movie. So we went to see Holden McNeil and he showed us the internet. And that's where we found all these fucking little jerk-offs were saying shit about us. So we decided to go to Hollywood and stop the movie from getting made. And now we're here.
Wow, I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, I get that a lot. So you like animals, huh?
Sure.
That's cool. Even snakes?
You can't exclude an animal just because it's not cuddly. Of course I like snakes.
How about trouser snakes?
What's a trouser snake?
Just then, a little J Devil appears on Jay's left shoulder.
Fuck you waiting for? She went for the setup. Reach in your fucking pants, pull your cock out, bitch. That's the kind of shit girls like.
Suddenly, another little J Devil appears in Jay's right shoulder.
Right about here is where the angel's supposed to show up and tell you not to pull your dick out. But we bitch slapped that little fuck and sent him packing. So it's smooth sailing. Let her rip, boy.
They disappear in little puffs of smoke, and Jay shoves his hand down his pants, getting ready to whip out his dick. when suddenly a little J Angel appears on his shoulder, rubbing a swollen jaw.
Sorry I'm late. So what's the deal here? Oh shit. You're not thinking of whipping your dick out of this fine piece of woman, are you?
Jay thinks, then nods, yes. The J Angel rolls his eyes and slaps him.
I tell you what, look at Silent Bob. See if he thinks it's a good idea to whip your dick out.
Jay looks to Silent Bob. Silent Bob looks from Jay's hand in his pants to Jay and shakes his head. No, sternly. Jay withdraws his hand from his pants. The J Angel nods, satisfied.
That's it, boy. Put the dick down. You gotta go from the heart, yo. No little perv bullshit will do for this one. Be smooth. Be Don Juan de la Nooch. Now I gotta go beat the shit out of two sucker punching little bitches. Remember, don't pull your dick out unless she asks you to. Or until she's sleeping. Bang!
The J Angel blinks away. Justice looks at Jay, a bit confused.
Don't ask. So, what can a pimp daddy like me do to help the animals?
You don't really want to help us.
The fuck are you talking about? Sure I do. I'd do anything for you.
Justice smiles. Jay tries to recover.
I mean, yous guys. I'd do anything for yous guys, for the lift and shit.
You sure?
Fuck yeah, I'm sure. I said it, didn't I?
Well, okay. Let me talk it over with the other girls and get back to you.
You do that.
Jay takes Justice's hand and kisses it.
I'll be right here.
He winks at her, smiles, and moves to the other side of the van near Silent Bob. He's still smiling at Justice and winking when he looks to Silent Bob, who stares at him blankly, then imitates Jay's hand kissing back at him, and Jay scowls.
Fuck you, fatty.
Exterior convenience store day. The van pulls up and all pile out stretching. The girls head towards the store, and Justice calls over to Jay and Silent Bob.
You guys want anything from inside?
Nah, cool. We're cool. Thanks, hon.
Justice smiles and heads inside. Jay and Silent Bob study the front of the foreign convenience store. They look for a place to lean. They try a few spots out, then settle into one. After a beat.
Just ain't the same, is it? This place licks balls compared to the Quick Stop.
Silent Bob shakes his head, yeah.
And speaking of licking balls, how about that Justice chick? She is too fine. And she smells so fucking pretty. She's got a nice voice, too, and that body, smoking. You know, she never once said fuck off when I was talking to her, or pulled out the pepper spray, or nothing. I tell you, Lunchbox, she could be the one.
Interior convenience store day. Justice is at the microwave when she's suddenly surrounded by the other girls.
Smooth move, Justice.
Nice going, Four Eyes.
Ow!
Ah. Why the fuck did you let that little stoner throw a Brent out of the van?
Oh, please. If I had to listen to one more of those stupid songs, I was going to throw him out myself.
We needed Brent, Justice. He was our patsy.
We'll find someone else. Besides, I didn't see you trying to stop Jay from throwing him out.
Because I didn't want to blow our cover.
Cover schmover. You all hated his songs too.
Not as much as I hate you.
Justice offers Chrissy a cold glance.
Fuck. If I don't get to kill someone soon, I'm gonna fucking kill someone.
Hey, don't mind Chrissy. She's just a little too, wound for sound.
Then how about you help me take the edge off?
Chrissy grabs Missy forcefully and the pair make out, hot and heavy in the middle of the convenience store. Other customers regard them wide-eyed.
They're really good friends.
Would you two knock it off? We're trying to fucking Heartland here. Try to blend.
They already do. She's the milkmaid and she's the cow.
Oh, I'm a cow, am I? A snake, am I? I'm a mad cow, bitch, and now I'm gonna rip your head off and fuck your spine stub.
Enough! We have a very simple gang here, Justice. I'm the brains, Chrissy's the bronze, and Missy's the tech girl. But lately, I'm having a hard time figuring out what you're doing here.
That makes two of us.
Shit, your name doesn't even fit the rhyme scheme.
That's because very few names rhyme with douchebag.
You're dancing on my last nerve, strawberry shortcake. Your deal with the weak link, I'm gonna take Missy into the dirty convenience store bathroom and hate fuck the shit out of her.
Chrissy drags Missy off. Justice and Sissy watch them go.
And you said letting them read all that Annie Snin wouldn't amount to anything.
Yeah, don't change the subject. You know what you have to do now, right? Since you let our Patsy slip away, you've got to convince the little kid and the fat guy to take his place. They've got to break into Provosec now. You'll do it, or you're out of this gang. Just use the little one's crush to convince him, okay? Since he's so fucking in love with you.
Jay? No, he's not.
What? Am I blind? He wasn't kissing your hand back there in the van like he was fucking Lord Byron?
Well, maybe he was just raised with manners.
Exterior convenience store day. A girl walks past Jay and Bob heading out of the store.
Yo, baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? Yeah.
Interior convenience store day. Sissy continues to confront Justice.
You're the one that brought the kid in, Jesse, so you've got to make amends.
Jay is not taking Brent's place as the patsy.
The kid and his quiet friend are our only options at this point. Now, we've got about 2 hours before we get to Boulder, and that gives you plenty of time to work on him.
I'm not going to do it.
Why the fuck not?
Because he's just so innocent.
Justice looks out the window and smiles, seeing Jay dancing alongside Bob.
Look at him.
Exterior convenience store, same. Jay's dancing still, but now we hear what he's singing to Silent Bob.
On a finger fuck her tight little asshole, finger bang and tea-bang my balls in her mouth. Where in her mouth? Balls plenty in her mouth. Balls, sweaty balls.
Interior convenience store, same. Sissy eyeballs Justice, who's still looking out at Jay.
Who's it going to be, Jesse? Him or us?
Justice looks at Sissy. Sissy nods at her. Justice looks back out at Jay. Interior van, day. Justice talks to Jay and Silent Bob.
Steal a monkey? Shit, no problem.
It's not really stealing, it's liberating it. And wait a sec, did you say no problem?
Yeah, fuck, we steal monkeys all the time. Right, Lunchbox?
Silent Bob glares at Jay.
It's not like it's a bad thing. It's for a good cause.
Oh, it is for the best cause, mon chéri. The cause of love. Snoogans.
The heck is that?
It's what?
Snoogans, I believe it was.
The fuck do you think it means? It means I'm kidding.
Oh. Well, that's too bad.
She smiles at Jay, touches his chin, and heads to the front of the van. Jay plays it cool until she's out of sight, then humps Silent Bob's leg like a dog.
I can't believe I'm gonna get some pussy for stealing a monkey. If I'd known it was that easy, I've been stealing monkeys since I was like 7 and shit.
Jay looks at Silent Bob, who clearly disapproves.
Don't, motherfucker. Don't you ruin this for me. Me and Justice are gonna get married one day, so don't be giving me that we ain't stealing no monkey look. I'm Morris Day. You're Jerome, bitch. Don't forget that. That girl's in love with me.
Up front, Justice talks to Sissy while Missy drives.
They're gonna do it.
Good, they do their part, and we do ours.
Justice eyes Sissy, then slumps in her seat. Exterior Provosec Medical Labs, night. The van rolls up across the street from the Provosec Labs, parking in front of another large building. Interior van, same. Jay and Silent Bob get out along with Justice. They wear ninja masks. Missy and Chrissy follow.
Remember, we meet back here when you're done. You're sure you're okay with this?
Well, I'm glad that wasn't going because I fucked it up. As sure as I am that you're the hottest bitch I ever seen.
Chrissy lunges at Jay. Missy holds her back, dragging Chrissy away.
Was twisting that bitch's tits.
Maybe it's because women don't like to be called bitches, Jay.
They don't? Well, how about piece of ass?
How about not?
What the fuck am I supposed to call you then?
Something sweet, you big goof. Something nice.
Boo boo kitty fuck.
Okay, that's a start.
Sissy jumps out of the van holding the video camera, aiming it at Jay and Bob.
Jay, before you go, could you say something to the camera about the clitoris?
What?
Man, you are such a bitch.
Oh, she's just a little embarrassed. See, Jesse and I were putting together this documentary for a human sexuality class, and we need a male's perspective on the clitoris.
The female clitoris?
Yeah.
Jay, you don't have to do this.
She elbows Sissy.
Nah, it's cool, hon. There's a few things I could say about the clit that I'd like you to hear. I am the master of the clit. I am the clit commander. I make that shit work. It does whatever the fuck I tell it to do. No one rules the clit like me. Not this little fuck. None of you little fucks out there. I am the clit commander. Remember that. Commander of all clits.
Jay proceeds to make some pussy-eating faces. Justice shakes her head at Sissy, who snaps the camera closed and smiles.
Awesome. Knock 'em dead, tiger.
Sissy climbs back into the van.
So can I get a little kiss for good luck?
Justice smiles at Jay, then kisses him sweetly on the lips.
So can I get a little blowjob for good luck?
Justice smiles and pulls Jay's mask down. He heads off, revealing Silent Bob behind him, lips puckered, handing in midair. Jay reaches back into the frame, pulling Bob out. Justice watches them go.
Jesse, come on.
Justice climbs back into the van. Interior van, same. Justice sits glaring at Sissy.
Hey, lover girl, you cockblock my authority again, you lose the fucking fronts. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Sissy takes the tape out of the camera and hands it off to Missy, beside whom is a bag full of high-tech equipment.
Phase 1 down. While we're executing phase 2, you edit that tape and grab a new car.
No sweat.
Let's suit up.
Exterior Provisic Medical Labs, night. Jay and Silent Bob tuck and roll across the front lawn, stopping at the building. Silent Bob pulls a grappling gun out of his coat. He fires it into the air as Jay quickly gives the metal sign, and the pair are lifted out of frame. Interior Provisic Medical Labs, night. It's dead quiet and still. Then the pair smash through a window, landing in the floor and ball. They lift their ninja hoods. Jay glares at Silent Bob.
You fat fuck.
Interior van, night. Missy peers through binoculars out the window.
Dan,
You can say that.
time to shine. Let's go.
In exterior van, night. The quartet piles out of the van and we get our first look at them, sexily geared up for action, wearing all black. They head for a separate building, stopping at the front door. Sissy gestures elaborately to Missy, and Missy gestures elaborately back, racing away into the night. Justice offers Sissy a look.
You are so stupid.
Chrissy sticks a box on the door and presses a button. On a digital readout, numbers roll until they stop on 4 different digits. The door lock clicks open.
Once we're inside, I want complete silence. Missy, whip this up. It counts our decibel level. If it goes into the red, alarm. We're dead. So not even the slightest noise. Got it?
Justice blows her off. Sissy enters the building, followed closely by Chrissy. Justice lingers at the door, taking one last look back at the Provisic building, fretting for Jay and Bob.
Justice,
move your ass.
Move your ass.
Yes.
Justice heads inside. We pan out to reveal a sign that reads Boulder Diamond Exchange. Interior Provisic testing room, night. Jay and Bob stand there looking around the room. It's lined with cages, all of which contain sad-looking animals. A tear forms in Silent Bob's eye. Jay rolls his eyes and hits him.
Stay frosty, you big fucking softy. We got a job to do.
Silent Bob nods and clicks on a flashlight. The pair wade through the cages. Jay stops at an emergency box hanging on the wall. Inside it, there's a pistol.
Yo, check this out, lunchbox. Animal tranquilizer. This shit fucks you up like Percocets.
Jay elbows the glass, breaking it. He takes the gun out and tosses it to Bob.
Here, hold this. Later, me and Justice can shoot each other with it. and fuck like stone test bunnies. Bong!
Silent Bob rolls his eyes and sticks the gun in his coat. The pair look through the cages until we hear the distinct sound of a monkey. Jay directs Silent Bob's flashlight to the cage from where the sound emitted. He smiles.
Suzanne. Booyah.
Interior Boulder Diamond Exchange, night. The three girls stand at the end of a large hallway. At the other end is a glass case full of diamonds. Sissy pulls an aerosol can from her utility belt and sprays the air in the hallway. She watches the decibel monitor, which rises only slightly at the sound of the spray. Suddenly, within the mist, laser beams become apparent. Sissy hands the decibel monitor to Chrissy and takes a few steps back, shaking her hands to limber up. She then runs forward and does an impressive series of flips down the hallway, not touching a single laser beam. Chrissy checks the decibel monitor, which rises only slightly. Once Sissy's flipping comes to a stop at the other end of the hallway near the diamond case, she makes a hand gesture to Justice. Justice nods and proceeds to do the same series of flips down the hallway, not tripping the alarm. Chrissy checks the decibel monitor, which rises only slightly. Justice lands beside Sissy, and then Sissy gestures to Chrissy. Chrissy tosses the decibel monitor over the laser beams. Sissy catches it, and the monitor rises only slightly. Then Chrissy proceeds with her series of flips, which are even more impressive than the other two, including running up walls and pushing into handstand flips. When she passes the last laser beam, she lands between Sissy and Justice, arms in the air like a gymnast. Then she lets out a loud, manly fart. The decibel monitor goes red, and an alarm starts ringing through the building.
Holy fuck, the old stoner was right.
Sissy shutters the glass surrounding the diamonds. She puts them into a bag and races back down the hallway, followed by Justice and Chrissy. Exterior Boulder Diamond Exchange, night. The girls emerge from the Diamond Exchange just as Missy pulls up in a convertible.
Boombox.
Missy tosses a metal box to Chrissy, who catches it and races towards the van, while Sissy and Justice pile into the convertible.
I can't believe it. Months of planning and it's all blown away by a fucking fart.
We can't hear you.
We can't just leave them like this. The alarm's going to bring the cops here any minute.
That was always the plan, Justice. They take the heat off of us long enough till we can get out of town.
Chrissy attaches the metal box to the side of the van.
Kaboom, you little stoner fucks.
The girls pull up in the convertible and Chrissy jumps into the car with them.
It's set. Let's roll.
The convertible screeches away, leaving the can sitting there. The metal has magnetically attached to the side, and it's counting down from 2 minutes. Interior Proboscis Testing Lab, night. Jay and Bob carry a large canvas bag between them. Something seems to move inside it. They head for the exit, but Silent Bob hesitates, offering a sad look to the animals in all the cages. Jay hits him.
The fuck you looking at? There ain't no snacks here, man. Now we got what we came for. Let's get the fuck out.
Silent Bob half gestures to the cages, forlorn. Jay shakes his head, frustrated.
Yeah, it's sad, but what the fuck are we supposed to do about it?
Silent Bob offers Jay a look. Exterior Proboscis Medical Labs, night. The front doors burst open, spilling out Jay, Silent Bob, carrying their bag, and hundreds of animals. Cats, dogs, birds, rabbits, all race off into the night. Jay and Bob race towards the van. Jay screams at it.
Justice, open the doors!
Suddenly, Jay and Bob stop dead in their tracks.
Oh, shit.
3 cop cars screech up, the van between them and Jay and Bob. The cops leap out of their cruisers, guns drawn. Jay looks to Bob, pissed.
Drop the bag before this thing turns explosive.
The counter on the device attached to the van hits 0 and the van blows up. Jay and Bob get thrown backwards in one direction, cops in the other. On all fours, Jay looks at the burning shell of the van, a tear forming in his eye.
Justice.
We crane up from him as he bellows.
Justice!
Silent Bob grabs Jay and drags him out of frame, still carrying the bag. Exterior Federal Wildlife Marshal's Office, day. We start on a sign on the door that reads Federal Wildlife Marshal, Colorado Field Office. Then pull back to see a deputy opening the door and heading inside. Interior Federal Wildlife Marshal's Office, day. The deputy enters just as a fax is coming through at an operations board. He rips it off, reading it. His eyes go wide.
Oh, fudge. Marshal Will and Holly.
Interior bathroom, same. Marshall Will and Holly sits on the bowl, staring at four-legged Law Man magazine, eyeing it lustily. Below frame, he jerks off.
Oh my God. Yeah, you chug that ass cock, baby. It takes two hands to hold, doesn't it?
As he climaxes, a banging at the door disrupts him.
What? A break-in! Sir, we've got a report of a break-in at Prevalence Pharmaceuticals testing lab.
Will and Holly emerges from the bathroom holding the magazine. There's a massive wet spot in the front of his pants.
Ugh! If you read the article on the mule suckers in Tijuana, good God, I wish there was our jurisdiction. I've shut down every last one of those ass cock chuggers personally.
The deputy looks at the stain on Will and Holly's pants, then at Will and Holly.
What? Ass means donkey. Yes, sir. Boulder, huh? Well, gas up the jet. We don't have a jet, sir, and Boulder's only like 10 minutes away. Well, then gas up the next best thing.
Exterior Provistic Medical Labs day. There are fire trucks all over the place now. The burned out van is being poured over by cops. Just then, Will and Holly pulls up on a moped. He parks it and surveys the wreckage.
Can I leave it there? Yeah, okay. Oh my. Who let the cats out, huh? Wait, is that right?
Excuse me? Who the hell are you?
Will and Holly rips down the Velcro patch on his jacket, revealing a badge.
Federal Wildlife Marshal, this investigation is now under my jurisdiction.
Oh, really? And why is that?
Because someone let a whole mess of animals out of their cages, sir.
Well, we believe that was just a diversionary tactic used to call attention away from the real heist over here at the Diamond Exchange.
Yeah, right. That's a believable scenario. Sounds like something out of a bad movie.
Will and Holly and the cop look at the camera. Then another cop joins them.
Sir, the Providence people say that they've rounded up all the animals, except for one, an orangutan. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Our fugitive has been on the run for 6 hours. Average semi-in foot speed over uneven ground, bearing injuries or preoccupation with tire tubes, mites, or bananas is 4 miles an hour. That gives us a radius of 20 miles.
24, sir.
What?
6 hours times 4 miles an hour is 24.
Yes, you're right. My bad. 24 miles. Now, what I want out of all of you is a hard target search.
Excuse me, sir?
Yeah?
What does that mean exactly, a hard target search? What is a hard target?
Well, it's a target that hard. Anyway.
So are you referring to the search's level of difficulty, or is the hard target the monkey?
Or the people who stole the monkey.
The cops now chatter amongst themselves to the effect of, yeah, it could mean that too. He's got a point, etc. Will and Holly rubs his temples.
Okay, how about this? What I wanted of all of you is a thorough search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, and doghouse in that area. Checkpoints go up at 15 miles?
Wouldn't it make sense to put them up every 24 miles, seeing as that's how far they'd have gotten in the last 6 hours?
They begin chattering amongst themselves again. Will and Holly looks at them all defeated. He starts to cry.
So frustrating. Fugitive Dane, Suzanne, go.
Another cop joins Will and Holly, carrying a large, fat envelope.
Sir, this was just delivered to the station.
What is it?
It's a tape from the terrorists who were claiming credit for the break-in.
Is it VHS or beta? You know what? Never mind. Do you have a VCR?
Interior office day. Will and Holly and the cops stare at the off-camera TV, shocked as the video ends.
Oh my God. Have the jet gassed up and ready to go at a moment's notice.
Sir, we don't have a jet, just a helicopter.
Anybody have a jet anymore? Plavsky, it's Will and Holly. You got to get me on the national news pronto. Why? Because we may very well be dealing with the two most dangerous men on the planet.
Exterior Utah roadside day. Jay and Silent Bob sit close to each other, staring at Suzanne, the orangutan, who sits on a log across from them, staring back.
This is Jesse's monkey. Justice died for you, you monkey fuck.
Suzanne covers her eyes with her hands suddenly. Jay and Silent Bob look startled, with Jay leaping behind Silent Bob and pulling back as if he's going to strike.
Do something, tons of fun.
Silent Bob offers the ape a weak wave. Suzanne drops her hands from her face and waves back. Jay cranes his neck to see over Silent Bob.
Is that fucking monkey waving at us?
Suzanne nods. Jay steps out from behind Bob. They stare at the ape.
Holy shit, that monkey just understood us. Maybe it's some sort of super monkey.
Suzanne offers them a raspberry, spitting as if the comment was ridiculous. Jay and Silent Bob react with surprise at this.
The fuck was that for? It's not a stupid idea. I seen it in Congo.
Suzanne holds her nose as if to say, Congo stunk. Silent Bob smiles in agreement and amusement. Jay looks at him, stung.
You're my bitch. You get my back. Don't go joining this chimp side.
Jay looks around the woods, formulating a thought. Silent Bob moves towards the ape, extending his hand to shake hers.
Yo, what if there's more super monkeys up in that lab? Like maybe they're making an army of them up there. Holy shit, maybe it's a conspiracy like on the X-Files, Roswell style.
Jay's delusion. We enter into Jay's head and see interior lab day. We pan over from a chimp in a chemist's coat, measuring liquids in a pair of beakers, to a chimp at a drafting table, sketching blueprints for an insidious war machine. An orangutan shakes hands with a group of 5 well-dressed men, one of which looks like the cigarette-smoking man from the X-Files.
Working in a secret with a crew of double-dealing, nicotine-fiending fucks that are selling out the human race. These super monkeys will use simian science and their genius IQs to make man and monkey alike believe that they're the superior species.
Exterior balcony day. A monkey dressed like Mussolini addresses a huge crowd of apes who wave fists in the air.
Then all it'll take is one little monkey in a spiffy suit to whip up the dumber chips into a frenzy until they all go apeshit and start demanding more bananas, better pay, and human flesh.
Exterior field day. Randal leads a pack of humans racing through a cornfield and is shot in the neck. He collapses, revealing a gorilla on horseback holding a rifle. 2 other gorillas throw a net over him.
You'll have to be faster than Walt Flanagan's dog to outrun the warrior gorillas who hunt humans for sport, profit, and the occasional interspecies blowjob. And if you don't wind up with a monkey hog in your mouth, you'll be captured, killed, or worse.
Interior lab day. Cornelius and Zero-looking chimps dissect the brain of a living, screaming Dante.
Eaten alive.
Exterior quick stop day. The quick stop is overrun by vines in a jungle-like atmosphere. Monkeys exit the store carrying bunches of bananas. The sign now reads, Ape Stop.
Then these monkey fucks will start wearing our clothes and rebuilding the world in their image.
Exterior beach day. We start a full shot of Jay on the beach, looking up, then snap zoom out to reveal Jay kneeling before the beach-buried Statue of Liberty, screaming, his arms raised.
And only those who outwit those damn dirty apes will ever remember that it was man who once ruled the earth, and we alone will be left to say, you maniacs, damn yous, god damn yous all to hell.
We dissolve from this image to exterior Utah roadside day. Another close-up of Jay's painted face. Behind him, Suzanne and Silent Bob are playing patty cake. Jay eyes Suzanne angrily.
Not on my watch, motherfucker.
Jay turns and rushes Suzanne ferociously.
Die, you super monkey fuck!
Jay trips on a root poking out of the ground and hits the dirt. Suzanne then goes over to Jay, pulls his face to hers, and kisses him on the lips.
All right, you can live for now.
Silent Bob helps Jay to his feet.
You see that? Bitches love me. Besides, we're in the fucking clear, yo. It's not like anybody knows we stole a monkey.
Interior TV news station day. An anchorman addresses the camera.
I'm Reg Hartner, and this is a News Now bulletin. A Provosic animal testing facility in Boulder was the focus of an attack by a terroristic primate rescue syndicate calling themselves the Coalition for Liberation of Itinerant Tree Dwellers, or simply CLIT.
A graphic of the CLIT logo appears beside him, nailing home the joke.
In a videotape sent to authorities this morning, credit for the liberation of an orangutan from the lab last night is taken by these men.
A video capture of Jay and Silent Bob from pre-break. It appears on screen.
Identified in literature that accompanies the tape as Jay and Silent Bob. In this chilling clip, they make it very clear that they are in control of the clit.
On screen is the clit logo. A digitized voice narrates. We are the clit. None of you are safe. Now tremble before the might of our merciless leader. The logo gives way to the video of Jay and Bob that Sissy shot before the Provisic break-in. Jay's yelling into the camera.
I am the clit commander.
Coming out of the video footage, the Anchorman shakes his head. Chill.
Terrifying. Here to help us understand this footage is Federal Wildlife Marshal Willenholly.
Pull out to reveal Willenholly beside the Anchorman.
Marshal, what can you tell us about the clit?
From the intelligence we've been able to gather, we've discovered that the clit is a tiny offshoot of the labia.
The Liberate Apes Before Imprisoning Apes movement.
Exactly. The men you saw in the video are believed to be the masterminds responsible for the frenzied clit activity last night. They go by the obvious code names Jay and Silent Bob. If you should come across them or any other clit tees, please exercise extreme caution.
Interior Pot 6 Inc. office night. On the TV screen is Willenholly and the video capture of Jay and Silent Bob. Holden looks up from his drawing table, shocked.
Marshal, how do you respond to allegations that Federal Wildlife Marshal's office allowed the clit to slip through their fingers?
Nonsense. We're all over the clit, Reg.
Nights like this, I miss dating a lesbian.
Interior quick stop night. From behind the register, Dante and Randal stare at the TV, slack-jawed.
Is there also speculation that Jay and Silent Bob may be responsible for the Diamond Exchange jewel heist that occurred in the same vicinity of downtown Boulder last night?
There's nothing to suggest that, no, but these men are still to be considered very dangerous.
I told you that restraining order was a good idea. Exterior seedy motel room, same. On the second floor terrace of a rundown roadside motel, Sissy, Missy, and Chrissy dance in their undies and drink champagne. On the first floor terrace below, Justice leans against the open sliding glass door, watching the news report on a TV inside the room with the volume turned way up.
Is that your cell phone?
Yes, excuse me. Federal Wildlife Marshal. I'm on my way. We got them. They're in Utah. Citizens of Utah, steer clear of the clit. Stimulation of the clit is not recommended.
Justice turns off the TV and yells up to Sissy.
Your tape worked. The news is all about Jay and Silent Bob's Provost break-in with almost no mention of the diamond heist.
I told you those two were perfect patsies. Now we lay low for a while, just in case, and start planning the next job.
Don't you feel any regret? Jay and Bob don't deserve this. They were really sweet.
The only thing that I regret is not getting that little trout mouth prick like a fish and playing Twister with his vitals.
You're so nasty.
I'll show you nasty, you little slut.
Did you two get a room? Ugh.
Fine, we'll take yours. I am gonna stain your seats. Be all right.
Chrissy dances away with Missy heading inside. Sissy rolls her eyes.
Sarah Lawrence girls, go figure.
They're your gang.
Oh, and not yours? You know, I don't get you, Justice. You used to be like all about the girl stuff, right? Stealing, boning, blowing shit up. Now you're just like this little priss with a conscience. It's really a fucking drag.
We all gotta grow up sometime.
If moping over some little boy you're crushing on is being grown up, then pass me my Wonder Woman underoos.
Don't you feel the least bit of guilt for what we did to those guys?
Aw, does Jessie wishy feel all dirty about setting up a boyfriend? Then how about taking a shower?
Sissy dumps the bag of diamonds over the side of the terrace. They rain down on Justice below. Just then, a pizza delivery guy approaches the lower terrace carrying a stack of pizzas.
You, the gals that ordered the pizzas?
This Dobby bitch ordered the large plain, but I could go for some hot, thick Sicilian.
Sissy is flirting shamelessly with the hot, sexy pizza guy. He hands the pizzas to Justice, rushing upstairs towards Sissy.
No charge, lady.
He rushes into the motel. Justice sighs and looks up at the stars.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Interior diner day. Jay, Silent Bob, and Suzanne sit at a booth eating. Jay chews a burger while Silent Bob eats pancakes, and Suzanne digs into a banana split.
You know, Justice died trying to save this monkey, so maybe we should keep her around. That way we can honor her memory.
Silent Bob and Suzanne are oblivious, digging into their food.
Look at you tubby bitches. I'm waxing all sentimental and you're all about a fucking meal and shit. Ain't you glad we stopped to eat? You were all pissed scared the cops would bust us or something. Know what I'm saying? Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, fuck the police.
This is the Utah State Police. We know you're in there. Come out with your hands in the air and surrender the orangutan.
Jay and Bob freeze and go wild-eyed for a beat, and then...
You think they're talking to us?
Exterior diner day. There's a few cop cars outside, and the sheriff is yelling at the diner through his bullhorn. Beside him are the other cops.
You have 60 seconds to comply. Fuck it, let's give him 30.
Suddenly, Will and Holly rushes up, dramatically ducking behind the car, gun drawn.
The ape!
What?
The orangutan's a member of the great ape family. It's not a monkey.
Look, who's the federal wildlife marshal here? Jay and Silent Bob, this is Federal Wildlife Marshal Will and Holly. Your clit doesn't stand a chance. Surrender the monkey immediately, and you won't get shot.
Interior diner day. Jay, Suzanne, and Silent Bob peer over the top of their booth like scared rats.
The fuck you waiting for? Go out there and give them the monkey.
Silent Bob looks to Jay, shocked.
What, man? I said that shit before I knew they were gonna shoot us. Yeah, Jesse was a hottie, but I ain't taking no bullet for no monkey.
Bob pulls Suzanne close to him, welling up with tears. Jay rolls his eyes.
Oh, brother, this is like something out of fucking Benji. Look, man, maybe it's not that bad back at the lab. Maybe they experimented on by like making them fuck a bunch of different good-looking monkeys. We don't know. Maybe they got it real sweet.
Suzanne shakes her head, no. Bob points to her as if she's strengthening his point.
You stay out of this, you weepy little fucking chimp. Fuck, man. I ain't no strategist. You're the guy that makes the blueprints. I don't even have the fucking smarts of a little...
Jay's eyes fall on a scared family in a nearby booth. There's a little kid around 5 or so, and he's wearing a hooded sweatshirt and a baseball cap.
Kid.
Exterior diner day. Will and Holly's on the bullhorn yelling at the diner. The sheriff looks on.
Anyone not harboring a fugitive monkey, better hit the deck. We're going to open fire. Everyone has bullets in their guns, right?
Jay and Silent Bob emerge from the diner with Suzanne between them. They're holding her raised hands. She's now dressed up in a sweatshirt and jeans the kid was wearing in the diner, with the baseball cap pulled down over her face. It's a pretty piss-poor disguise.
Don't shoot! We're just trying to take our son out of this hostile environment.
From behind the cop car, the sheriff looks to Will and Holly.
Their son?
Maybe they're one of those gay couples.
Yeah.
Jay seizes on the idea. Silent Bob nods fervently.
Yeah, we're gay. And this is our adopted love child. We're not from around here. Don't make us go back to our liberal city home with tales of prejudice and bigotry in the heart of Utah. See the shit I gotta put up with for you? Now I got this guy thinking I'm gay.
Oh, God, it's the last thing I need. A bunch of uppity homosexuals shooting their mouth off in the liberal press that the Federal Wildlife Marshal's Office persecutes gays.
Are you fucking crazy? Those two may be gay, but that ain't their son. That's the ape.
You see this badge? I think I'd recognize an ape if I saw one. And the only thing I do recognize here is a political fiasco I'm going to avoid by letting this butt-fucking Brady bunch go.
Jay is whispering to Silent Bob, still vexed by.
Tell you another thing. What if that guy shows up around the stores one day and starts telling everybody how you and me are like pugilists? Like, how are we gonna get any pussy then, huh?
You are free to leave, sirs.
Jay and Silent Bob look at each other, shocked. They look back out at Will and Holly, who's yards away. Jay points at himself as if to say, me?
Yes, you, sirs.
So we could just go.
Yes, sir, or ma'am. Please accept my apologies for detaining you and your unorthodox but constitutionally protected family unit.
Fucking believable.
I'd like to offer you a big gay thank you, sir. We'll tell all our gay friends that Utah is gay-friendly country for gays who are gay.
I'm sure Utah appreciates that. You might also want to make it clear that the Federal Wildlife Marshal's Office is also promo as well. And might I add, that's one fine-looking boy you're raising.
Well, that's because he's from my sperm. See, I knocked up a hot woman friend of ours who I also fuck on the side so as not to be all gay. But my tubby husband here is 100% queer. He loves the cock.
He certainly looks insatiable.
Bye.
Bye.
Jay, Silent Bob, and Suzanne head off down the road. Will and Holly and all watch them go. The sheriff is livid.
Well, it's not my way. But damned if there doesn't go one happy family. Now we just shoot some tear gas into that diner, and when the two guys run out with their monkey, Will
and Holly suddenly freezes, thinking. He looks to the sheriff.
Fuck beams. That was them, wasn't it?
Exterior road, day. Jay, Silent Bob, and Suzanne are laughing.
Yo, I said you love the cock. I gotta be the craftiest motherfucker alive.
Gunshots ring out and bullets whiz by the trio, who are now in full panic mode. Will and Holly and the cops race after them, firing. Jay, Bob, and Suzanne race away, ducking bullets.
Flee, fat ass, flee!
Exterior dam road, day. The trio race across what looks like a bridge, but isn't. Shots still ringing out. Jay spots a manhole. He points at it, screaming.
Head for the sewers!
Silent Bob pops the cover off, with bullets ricocheting all around them. Jay leaps into the manhole. Interior sewer tunnel. Jay lands in a sewer tunnel like in The Fugitive. Suzanne lands on top of him.
Take your sticky paws off me, you damn dirty ape! Yo, lunchbox, hurry up!
Exterior dam road, day. Bullets hitting the pavement around him. Silent Bob dives into the sewer grate as well, but interior sewer tunnel. Silent Bob gets stuck. Jay rolls his eyes.
You fat fuck.
Silent Bob struggles while Jay and Suzanne try to pull him through the hole.
You just had to order pancakes, didn't you?
Exterior dam road, same. Closer on the running Will and Holly and Sheriff.
Fire a warning shot into that bulbous ass.
One rectal breach coming up.
Oh, one rectal breach coming up.
Interior sewer tunnel, same. Jay and Suzanne pull with all of their might. Bob strains.
Suck it in. Sink thin. Sink thin.
Exterior dam road, same. Tight on the sheriff as he squints to aim.
Open up and say, you stoner son bitch.
Interior sewer tunnel, same. Tight on Silent Bob bellowing. Exterior dam road, day. The sheriff's gun fires. Interior sewer tunnel, same. Jay and Suzanne fall backwards as Silent Bob pops through.
Incoming!
Exterior Dam Road Day. The bullet ricochets off the curb as Silent Bob's feet slip through. Interior sewer tunnel, same. Jay, Silent Bob, and Suzanne are in various states of collapse. Jay and Bob look up at the hole.
Just like Winnie the motherfucking Pooh.
Exterior Dam Road Day. Will and Holly and the sheriff arrive at the manhole.
Wow! That was an incredibly daring escape! You must see that a lot, huh?
Shut up.
Sire. Very taciturn.
Will and Holly starts rolling up his sleeves. The sheriff looks on.
You and your men stay up here. When I corner them, I'll call for backup.
We can't hear you, Sheriff.
I'm trying to unmute, Sonny. What are you doing? They're trapped. The only way they can get out of this right there is right there.
A federal wildlife marshal doesn't wait for the prey to come to him. He comes to it. Or goes to it. It comes to it or goes to it. I'm going in there. I'm counting on you, Sheriff.
Will and Holly embraces the sheriff.
You've taught me so much.
Will and Holly then climbs into the sewer, disappearing. The cops look at the sheriff for a beat, who heads off camera, saying,
Now, fuck this asshole. Let's go back to the station, get some donuts.
Interior sewer tunnel day. Tight on Jay, Bob, and Suzanne, looking into the distance, bathed by natural light. We hear the loud sounds of water rushing.
This reminds me of the night I fucked your mom, yo. One big, wet, smelly, gaping hole, and me wishing I had a board tied to my ass.
Pull back to reveal Jay, Silent Bob, and Suzanne standing at the precipice of the sewer tunnel that pokes out of a dam. Water rushing below.
To keep from falling in.
Put the monkey down and your heads up.
Will and Holly aims his gun at the trio's backs.
What's the matter, mister? Is anyone to get shot?
Our heroes comply, but Jay speaks.
Look, Ben, she doesn't want to go back. They're experimenting on her. And for the record, I ain't really gay.
I don't care. And for the record, I knew that wasn't a real little boy.
Sure. And one more record, he really does love the cock.
On your knees!
Jay and Silent Bob face Will and Holly and kneel, but Suzanne's still looking out of the dam.
See, man, he's lining us up like fucking circus seals. I'm going first. I don't want no mouthful of monkey spit when I gotta blow this fucking G-man.
Tied on Suzanne, who's looking down at the raging water below. Her brow hardens with purpose. Tied on Suzanne's right hand, grabbing Jay's right hand. Tied on Suzanne's left hand, grabbing Bob's left hand. Suzanne leaps forward at us, pulling Jay and Silent Bob backwards.
Get off of me! Get off of me!
Exterior dam day. Suzanne leaps from the mouth of the tunnel, dragging Jay and Bob with her.
Ah!
Interior sewer tunnel day. Will and Holly goes wide-eyed, holstering his gun.
Oh, these guys are good. And I think you could pull a Peter Pan on me.
He races towards the mouth of the tunnel and leaps out as well.
Ah!
Exterior dam day. As Will and Holly plummets, he passes Suzanne hanging by her feet off of a pipe that pokes out from beneath the mouth of the tunnel. She's hanging upside down, holding Jay and Silent Bob's hands.
Hey, Law Dog! See you in hell, cocksmoker!
Hey!
Exterior dam bottom day. Will and Holly plummets towards the water below and splashes into the drink. Exterior dam day. Suzanne has pulled Jay and Silent Bob back into the mouth of the tunnel.
You see that shit? Damn. Remind me not to get on the monkey's bad side. Yo, boost her up so we can talk, so we can get the fuck out of here.
Silent Bob lifts Suzanne over the tunnel onto the exterior dam road day, the pavement near the manhole. She sits there looking down. Exterior dam day. Silent Bob lifts Jay over the top of the tunnel towards the road. Exterior dam road day. Suzanne sits by the side of the road. A car pulls into the shot. Jay and Silent Bob climb over the cliff onto the highway just in time to see the passenger door slamming on a truck with Los Angeles plates and a sign that reads Critters of Hollywood. Suzanne is looking out the back window waving. Jay and Bob leap to their feet, chasing after the truck.
Hey, get the fuck off her, man. That's my ex-girlfriend's monkey.
The truck speeds away in the distance. Jay and Silent Bob stand there panting.
Man, who the fuck just steals a monkey?
Silent Bob indicates themselves.
Oh, yeah. Well, this fucking blows. We got one more day to stop those fucks from making that movie. And someone goes and takes the only thing I had left from the woman I ever loved, enough not to try and stick my hand down her pants.
Silent Bob mimes that they should go after Suzanne.
Go after the monkey? How the fuck are we supposed to do that? We don't even know where that thing's going.
Silent Bob mimes in the direction the car went. Jay stares at him.
What? What is that supposed to mean? Don't just fucking point like, you ain't the broad and the children of a lesser god. Use your fucking mouth for more than eating, you tubby bitch.
Bob starts an elaborate pantomime. Jay tries to guess what he's saying.
You gotta take a shit? No, you gotta take a salad. Take a salad? I don't know. What the fuck are you trying to say?
Bob's on the verge of tears, trying to mime out his message.
Just fucking say it already.
Silent Bob grabs Jay and screams into his face.
Fine. On the back of the car said Critters of Hollywood. You dumb fuck.
Bob releases Jay, breathing heavily, and storms off in the direction of the car that just went. Jay watches him go for a beat, then follows, muttering under his breath.
Say it, don't spread.
Exterior Sheriff's Office day, an establishing shot.
Might I add, that's one fine-looking boy you're raising.
Interior Sheriff's Office day. The sheriff and his men stand around eating donuts, laughing. The station doors slam open and Will and Holly enter soaking wet. All the cops stare at him.
Well, if it isn't the wildlife experts, did you come to it or go to it?
You have a microwave here, Sheriff?
Well, we have a toaster oven. Why?
I need to dry my gun out so I can show you where the door is.
Well, this might cheer you up. Your office just faxed us over. Guy there says it's a post from an internet chat board signed by Jay and Silent Bob. Your man thinks it's a lead as to where those fellas are taking the ape.
All you motherfuckers are gonna pay. You are the ones who are the ball lickers. We're gonna fuck your mothers while you watch and cry like little bitches. Once we get to Hollywood. They're going to Hollywood.
Exterior Hollywood montage. We take a quick visual tour of the city, including the sign, the line out front of Krispy Kreme, the line in front of Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, the Simpson star on the Walk of Fame, the Rocky and Bullwinkle statue, the Beverly Center, Jerry's Famous Deli, the Hollywood and Divine sign, Man's Chinese Theater, the Star Wars footprints outside of Nan's, the Chateau Marmont, people on cell phones, trashy lingerie, hookers propositioning a potential John, and finally, exterior Hollywood Boulevard day. We start on the street sign and pan down to a Jeep Wrangler that pulls up. A gorgeous woman in sunglasses drives, with Silent Bob sitting in the back seat. After a beat, Jay pops up from under the dash, wiping his mouth, looking around. The woman sighs and zips up her pants. Jay and Bob hop out and wave to the woman as the car pulls away. Bob offers Jay a look.
What? It's not like it's cheating. Justice blew up.
Two hookers approach them.
Hey, little man, you want some of this?
How about you, big boy?
If you've got $50, we can get nasty.
Oh, yeah? How nasty?
As nasty as you wanna be, puppy.
All right, but first, I want to tongue your bung while you jiggle my balls in one hand and play with my asshole with the other, but don't stick your finger in. Then I want to pinky you and put it in your friend's brown while Silent Bob spanks into a Dixie cup. After that, I want to smell your titties for a while, and you can pull up my nutsack over my dick so it looks like a bullfrog. Then I want you to flick my nuts while your friend spanks me into the same Dixie cup Silent Bob just in. Then we throw the Dixie cup out.
The hookers look at him dumbfounded. Then,
oh, that's it, honey. I quit. This job just passed the point of no return.
Oof. You one fucked up puppy, Poppy.
What? You said nasty. Man, chicks in Hollywood are so stuck up.
exterior Hollywood Boulevard later. Jay and Silent Bob walk.
All right, here's the plan. First, we find out where they're shooting that movie at. Then, after we shut that shit down, we can start looking for the monkey. But before we got to do any of that shit, we got to find a motherfucker in the know. Someone who's like the mayor of Hollywood.
They pass a dealer leaning against a wall trying to make a sale.
Crack. You want some crack? Sweet ass rock. Get you high.
Nah, man, but you want some weed?
You on the job?
Yeah, boy, Jersey Local 408.
Close on the card, it reads United Jersey Brotherhood of Dealers, Local 408. There's a graphic of a stoner beside it.
Los Angeles Local 305.
They shake hands, slapping each other on the back like Union brothers.
You guys got medical in Jersey yet?
Shit, no. We might have to strike in September.
No Mareo like a motherfucker. You got to get your benefits. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. Yo, maybe you can help us out. You know where they're shooting a movie around here?
You in this town, you're going to ask that question? Be a little more specific.
It's a Miramax flick. We gotta bust it up so people stop calling us names on the internet, even though they're not really talking about us with these characters based on us. And at the same time, find my ex-girlfriend who got killed in the car explosions, Monkey.
Jay exhales. The dealer stares at him for a beat.
I don't know what the fuck you just said, little kid. But you touched a brother's heart. And I'm gonna help you out with some directions to the studio.
You know where Miramax is at?
Fuck yes, Miramax accounts for 78% of my business. Give me the map, Scott!
Entertainment news. After E! News logo plays, cut to Steve Kmetko in the studio.
Is Hollywood ready for Jay and Silent Bob? A source at the Federal Wildlife Marshal's office tells us a posting was pulled off an internet movie chat board that was allegedly written by two domestic terrorists themselves. It's sending a shockwave through Hollywood. Julie Asner is on the scene at Miramax Studios. Jules?
Jules Asner is in front of the Miramax Studios main gate.
Steve, the tenor of Tinseltown is one of terror today after the Federal Wildlife Marshal's office learned that hot new terrorists Jay and Silent Bob are targeting Miramax Studios for their next campaign of blood, violence, and monkey theft. In the posting pulled off of moviepoopshoot.com, the gruesome twosome threatened, and I quote, "Once we get to Hollywood and find those Miramax expletive deleted who are making the Blunt Man and Chronic movie, we're going to make them eat our expletive deleted, then expletive deleted, which is made up of our expletive deleted, and then eat their expletive deleted, which is made up of our expletive deleted that we made them eat," unquote. So far, we haven't been able to get a statement from anyone here or at the studio.
Back to Steve in the E studio.
Jules, word has it that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are on the lot shooting a super secret project. Have you seen them roaming around?
Back to Jules at Miramax Studios.
No, Steve, but I did see Casey Affleck buying a soda at the concession stand earlier. Fuck that guy.
But no sign of Jay and Silent Bob?
None whatsoever. However, to be fair, all the feds have to work with this murky videotape, so no one's even 100% sure what Jay and Silent Bob look like exactly. For all we know, they could already be on the lot.
Ha ha ha.
As Jules speaks, Jay and Bob walk into the frame behind her, looking up at the studio sign. They then notice the camera and start waving behind Jules. Interior seedy motel room day. Justice goes wide-eyed, seeing Jay and Bob on E. She hops out of her seat.
Oh my God, Jay, no.
Justice looks around, panicky. Her eyes fall on the diamonds, sitting atop the satchel on the table. Justice looks at the diamonds in the TV screen. She thinks for a beat, then...
Fuck it.
She pours the diamonds into the satchel and shoves it in her pocket. Interior seedy motel room day. The door slowly opens in the dark bedroom, and Justice crawls to the bedside table, reaching for a set of keys. In the bed, Missy and Chrissy make out under the sheets, moaning. Sissy's banging the pizza delivery guy against the vanity. Justice grabs the keys, leaving a note in their place. As she crawls back out, we push in on the note, which reads, "Sorry, guys, but I love them." Exterior seedy motel parking lot day. The convertible skids out, taking off. Interior seedy motel hallway day. There's a loud scream, then Sissy, Missy, and Chrissy rush down the stairs in varied states of undress and sheet wrap. Wiping their mouths, Sissy holds Justice's note.
That bitch, that fucking bitch! Get dressed. We're going after her.
Fuck that. I didn't get to come yet.
Which is more important to you, a fortune in diamonds or busting a nut?
Sissy and Missy race back up the stairs. Chrissy stands there still, shrugs, and digs her hand into her panties.
Chrissy, now.
Chrissy races back up the stairs. Exterior Miramax Studios day. The E-News crew packs up. Jay and Silent Bob study the main gate. They watch the security guard approach a car that's just pulled up. The guard checks the driver's pass, then lifts the gate to let the car through. Jay looks at Bob.
We gotta play this right.
Bob nods. After a beat, the pair tear ass past the guard booth. The guard leaps out of the booth, blowing a whistle and giving chase. Exterior studio lot day. Jay and Bob race around the building towards what looks like an open alley and smash into it, falling down. The open alley is a background painting that's being moved by some scenics. Jay and Bob get up, shaking off the impact.
I hate how fake Hollywood is. Hey, look, our monkey.
The security guard catches up to them now, grabbing them by their shoulders, spinning them around.
Where do you think you're going?
Get off of me! Rape!
This is LA, sir. We don't rape our suspects in custody. We just beat them. Echo Base, I've got a 1007 here, 2 unauthorized in the lot. Request backup. I thought that was a 1082. No, sir, 1082 is the code for vanishing a dead hooker from Ben Affleck's trailer. Oh, that Affleck. Backup on the way.
Look, hey, I'll make you a deal. This guy will suck your dick off if you let us go.
Contrary to what you believe, not everyone in the movie business is gay.
Well, how about this deal? He sucks my dick off while you watch and jerk off.
The security guard stops, looks around, then releases them, reaching into his pants.
All right, I'll make it fast, sexy.
Silent Bob looks at Jay, wide-eyed and scared.
Dude, it's either this or jail, and you know what they make you do in jail.
Silent Bob wells up with tears, slowly dropping to his knees, reaching for Jay's pants. The security guard bends down low to watch at crotch level. Suddenly, Jay hammers his 2 fists into the security guard's neck, knocking him out. Silent Bob falls into a sitting position on the ground relieved. Jay looks at him.
Well, what are you waiting for, bitch? Start sucking. Bang! All right, where are they shooting this movie at?
Silent Bob points behind Jay at the soundstage they're in front of. There's a line of people waiting at the door.
Worth a shot, like a shot in the mouth, you gay bitch. Ew, dude, you were really gonna suck my dick.
Silent Bob shakes his head. No. Wide-eyed as Jay heads off. When Jay's out of frame, Silent Bob shrugs like, yeah, I guess I was. Exterior soundstage day. Jay and Bob approach the line as an AD calls out to the crowd.
All right, bar extras, follow me.
The AD starts leading the crowd in. Jay and Bob blend in and follow inside. Exterior highway day. An official-looking car tears down the road. Interior car, same. Will and Holly drives, dialing his cell phone.
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah, this is Federal Wildlife Marshal Will and Holly. Can I speak with Agent Sid and Marty, please?
One moment, please.
Interior agent in Marty's office, same. Agent Sid in Marty works at his desk.
Agent and Marty, Marshal Will and Holly calling.
Holy shit. Yeah, put him through. Yo, incoming bitch boy phone.
2 other agents rush in, chuckling. All gather around the phone as Sid presses the speaker button.
Will and Holly?
They begin cross-cutting with Will and Holly.
Sid? Hey, buddy. I'm calling because I could really use your help on this killer case I'm working.
I'll bet, Will. What's it this time? Beaver trouble? Some kind of unauthorized marsupial trafficking?
The agents crack up, stifling their laughter.
No, nothing like that. Say, there aren't other people listening in, are there?
No way, man. It's just me and you talking here.
Good. I'm tracking a monkey down that's on its way to Los Angeles, and I could use some bureau backup.
Los Angeles, huh? Maybe we should stake out the Clint Eastwood place. Didn't you used to drive around with the monkey in that punch people and drink beer?
The agents crack up. Will and Holly's catching on.
Am I on speakerphone?
No way! Dunstan!
All right, now that's not fair. I know I didn't make it as high up as you guys, but My job's just as important.
Calm down, Will. Don't go all bananas on us.
The agents crack up even more. Will and Holly's pissed.
I come to you as a friend, as a fellow professional, and this is shit I get!
You're right, Will. Tell you what. We'll get our best man over on your case right away. You might have heard of him. He's a doctor.
Oh, a doctor?
His name's Dr. Zaius.
The agents laugh hysterically, pounding the desk. Will and Holly tears up in rage.
Screw you guys!
Will and Holly throws his cell phone across the car, the mocking laughter still emitting from it. Will and Holly cries. Exterior Miramax Studios lot day. The red light flashes outside the soundstage. Interior soundstage, same. Jay and Silent Bob stand amidst a line of extras. Silent Bob looks off camera, goes wide-eyed and pokes Jay, pointing off camera. Jay looks and sees a college bar set that looks like the college bar from Good Will Hunting, complete with Clark, the stuffy college jerk. Matt Damon stands off to the side, loosening up for the scene. Ben Affleck calls to the off-camera director.
Where are we taking it from, Gus?
Gus Van Sant sits off to the side, counting a stack of money. He just shrugs.
I'm busy.
You're a true artist, Gus.
What's that, Matt?
Fuck. Just take it from it's a good course.
Oh, now you're the director.
Hey, shove it, bouncy boy. Let's remember who talked into doing this shit in the first place. Tacking me into Dogma was one thing, but this.
Oh, I'm sorry that this is taking you away from whatever gay killers on horses who like to play golf touchy-feely flick you're supposed to be doing this week.
Oh, I'm touchy-feely? I take it you never saw forces in nature.
Oh, you're like a child. What have I been telling you? Sometimes you've got to do the safe picture, and then sometimes you do it for the art, and sometimes it's the payback picture your friend says because you owe him.
They take a beat and look at the camera, then...
And sometimes you go back to the well.
And sometimes you do reindeer games.
Oh, dude, now that's just mean.
Jay turns excitedly to Bob.
Dude, this has got to be the Blunt Man flick. That's those two fucks from that Mork movie. Now all we got to do is figure out a way to get close to them.
The AD grabs Jay and Bob by the arms and drags them onto the set, placing them near Ben and Matt in the scene.
Hey, just stand there and react. Don't say anything.
Bob goes a little wide-eyed. Jay smiles at him.
That's pretty fucking funny.
All right, people, lock it up. Let's go for a picture.
Jay and Bob eye Ben and Matt fiercely. Ben and Matt are oblivious.
On the count of three, we rush those fucks and beat the shit out of them. Because if they're all fucked up, they can't make the movie, right? All right, that 1, 2.
Good Will Hunting 2 hunting season flop.
Jay and Bob freeze and look at each other, then off camera. The clapper loader holds a clapboard in front of Ben's face. It does indeed read, Good Will Hunting 2 hunting season.
Scene 16, take 5.
The clapper loader claps the board closed and races off. Ben looks to Gus.
Action, Gus?
Gus looks up from counting his money.
Jesus, Ben, I'm busy.
Ben shakes his head and then starts the scene with Clark.
You should check it out. It's a good course, but frankly, I found it rather elementary.
I don't doubt that. It was. I remember that class. It was just between recess and lunch.
Are we gonna have a problem? Again?
There's no problem. I was still just hoping you might give me some insight into the evolution of the market economy in the southern colonies. See? Wood says.
What'd I say? Didn't I say you'd be back here regurgitating Gordon Wood, but you forgot about Vickers?
No, I just read Vickers, so I'm up on inherited wealth, hunting. But you're not the angry, brilliant young mind you once were, just itching to vent your frustrations.
In the background, Jay and Silent Bob get bored and head out of the shot. After a beat, they get pushed back in by the AD.
Once Sean told you it wasn't your fault, you lost the edge, William. You stopped hitting the books with a vengeance, and now I've read shit you haven't even heard about yet. Face facts, my friend Love made you a soft little pussy boy, unable to stand up to an academic showdown like you used to. You're just no longer that Goodwill Hunting. Now, how do you like them apples?
Matt/Will turns away angrily, facing Ben/Chucky, looking downward, steaming.
I don't like the sound of apples.
Chucky, it's hunting season.
Matt/Will spins to face Clark with two huge guns in his hands. Blows Clark away. Jay and Bob hit the deck. Matt/Will stands there, guns smoking.
Applesauce, bitch.
Suddenly, the door to the soundstage swings open, and the security guard Jay knocked out brushes in, followed by other security guards who comb the place.
What's that security guy got to say?
Sorry to interrupt, sirs, but have a 10:07. We have a 10:07 on our hands.
No, bullshit, because I want to play Anthony Hookers today. Ha ha!
The security guard sees Jay and Bob crouched behind Ben. He points, screaming.
There they are!
Ben and Matt turn to Jay and Bob. Jay smiles.
Yo, Affleck, you were the bombing phantoms, yo!
Jay and Bob then race out of frame, closely followed by the security guards. Matt heads off, arms thrown in the air.
If anyone's looking for me, I'll be in my trailer trying to figure out how I got here from an Academy Award.
Exterior soundstage day. Jay and Bob rush out, pulling a bench in front of the door, blocking it. They race 10 feet to another soundstage across from them and head inside a door. Interior soundstage same. Jay and Silent Bob rush in to see Wes Craven, getting ready to direct a scene with a familiar-looking ghost face killer and Shannon Doherty. The clapperloader's clapboard reads, Scream 4.
Scream 4, scene 37, take 1, Jared.
Action.
The killer chases Shannon around the room, falling over stuff, until she hits him with a lamp, knocking him out.
All right, you bastard. Let's see who you really are.
Shannon pulls the mask off the short performer to reveal Suzanne. Jay and Silent Bob go wide-eyed.
Fucking Miramax. Cut.
Shannon heads over to Wes, holding the mask.
Shannon, usually I say cut.
A monkey? Jesus, you guys aren't even trying anymore, are you?
The market research suggests that people love monkeys.
Jay and Silent Bob rush in and grab Suzanne.
We love this monkey!
They rush out. Wes shrugs to Shannon.
See?
Security guards race through, chasing after the exited pair. Exterior lot day. Jay and Bob race through the lot with Bob carrying Suzanne. On a fake New York City street, another movie is shooting. The trio bob and weave through the shoot until, at the end of the alley, a set golf cart pulls up. The 4 security guards pile out, forming a human wall, blocking their path. Jay and Bob stop dead, looking back to see the other security guards gaining.
The fuck we gonna do?
Just then, a PA on a bike pulls up nearby. He ditches the bike and grabs papers from the large hanging basket in front. Jay and Bob look at each other, race over to the bike, and jump on, putting Suzanne in the basket. They start pedaling away furiously, closely followed by the security guard posse. Silent Bob pedals like mad, racing towards the golf cart.
Punch it!
Bob pops a wheelie and the bike races up the front of the vehicle, taking flight. Below, the security guards stare in awe as Jay and Silent Bob atop the bike, with Suzanne in the front basket, go past a moon on a billboard on the side of a soundstage, a la E.T. Jay and Bob look down, then at each other. They smile. Then they look ahead and let out a scream. The bike crashes through a window in the side of a soundstage building. Interior dressing room day. The bike lands and Jay and Bob and Suzanne go tumbling onto the floor covered in glass. Silent Bob lands in Jay's lap.
Oh, I knew it. Love it, don't you?
They look up to see James Vanderbeek and Jason Biggs, dressed as Jay and Silent Bob, looking down at them.
Holy shit, that looked like it hurt.
Are you right? Hey, it's got a...
Jay and Bob look at their twins, then at each other.
Yo, I think that shit just kicked in.
Let's get you guys on your feet.
James and Jason help Jay and Silent Bob to their feet. All stare at one another, perplexed. Then
Hey, wait a second. Ain't you that guy that fucked the pie?
With and
See, man, it's never. Hey, you were in Loser, or dude, you rocked in Boys and Girls. No, it always comes back to that fucking pie. I'm haunted by it.
Well, you put your dick in a pie, dude.
No.
Jason Biggs.
Yo, you really get to third base with the Russian chick like you did in those movies?
You mean Shannon? Sadly, no.
She's fucking hot, man. If I was you, I'd been like,
Jay mimes a series of sexual maneuvers. Jason and James look on bewildered.
you like that? Yeah, you like that? What, man? You never did one of these?
Jay starts miming again, this time accidentally miming like he's about to blow a dude.
Wait, no, wait, none of that.
Just as miming continues, Jay stops staring at James, blown away.
Done plenty of that, my friend.
Holy shit, you're the Dawson.
It's James, actually. James Vanderbeek.
Yo, what's up with Pacey stealing Joey away from you? If I was you, I would have drowned his ass in your creek and shit.
You actually watched that show? Well, I know, but because is Josh better looking than me? Fuck, no. I mean, who on earth is better looking than me? I ask you.
Joey, man, she is too fine. Yo, did you ever get to third base with her?
Well, there was this one time. Wait a second, who are you guys?
They're out stunt doubles, dumbass, right?
Of course. Stunt doubles for what?
The movie we start shooting in a few minutes? Bluntman and Chronic Strike Back?
You're doubling me. I'm playing Bluntman, aka Silent Bill.
Bob?
Right, and he's playing Chronic, aka Ray.
Jay, fuck, dude. Did you even read the script?
There's a script?
You wouldn't last one day on the creek.
Jay and Bob stare at them blankly. Then Jay puts up his finger, indicating they should wait a minute. He gets into a huddle with Silent Bob and Suzanne.
Yo, these are the guys who are playing us, yo. We take them out, pickety bam, no movie.
Silent Bob nods at Jay, then Suzanne. Suzanne heads off, leaving Jay and Bob to huddle.
What's with the weird huddle going on over there?
What's gay about it? It's two guys talking in a corner. Man, why are you such a homophobe?
I'm not a homophobe.
You are. You're always calling things gay. Like, ooh, that's gay. Look, it's a gay huddle.
Suzanne approaches them.
Hey, look at the monkey.
Next, you're going to tell me that the monkey's gay.
He's so cute. Come here, monkey. Come here.
Suzanne pulls Jason and James out of the frame. While Jay and Silent Bob continue to huddle, the sounds of a beating are heard off camera.
All right, here's what we do. Start swinging. You don't stop until those young Hollywood fucks are out of commission, all right? Ready? Break.
Jay and Bob spin to face Jason and James, only to go wide-eyed. Suzanne stands atop the fallen actors, who are bloodied and beaten and knocked out cold. She holds her hands skyward, clasped like a champion.
That is one funky monkey.
Suddenly, there's a banging at the door of the dressing room.
Mr. Biggs? Mr. Vanderbeek? This is security. We've got a pair of intruders at large, and they crashed through a window we thought might be yours.
Yeah, they're in here.
Do they have you hostage? Should we call your publicists?
No, I mean, we kicked those guys' asses bad. They're knocked out.
Exterior dressing room, same. The security guards stand outside a door marked James.
Great work, sirs. If you let us in, we'll take over.
No. Me and Jason Biggs are naked in here, together.
The security guards look at
Butt
one
naked.
Okay, we'll just be outside the door, sirs.
The security guards stifle a laugh as one makes a blowjob face to the rest. Interior dressing room day. Bob opens an air vent in the wall. He puts Suzanne into it and hands her the tranquilizer gun, miming to her. She nods and starts crawling through the ductwork. Bob closes the vent again and starts rifling through a nearby closet.
The fuck we gonna do? How are we gonna get out of here without them seeing us?
Silent Bob pulls a pair of hangered costumes from the closet, smiling. Exterior lot day. The security guards push a cuffed Jason and James into a waiting cop car. The pair is still dressed like Jay and Silent Bob.
You got the wrong guys. Don't you watch the WB?
Hey, don't you recognize me? I'm the pie fucker.
He'll be the pie in prison.
Interior soundstage hallway day. Jay and Bob creep towards the door. We don't see the outfits.
This was a good idea, Lunchbox, and these outfits were totally incognito.
Suddenly, an AD appears, grabbing them by the shoulders.
Mr. Biggs, Mr. Vanderbeek. Oh, great, you've changed costumes already. Let's get you to set. The director doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Interior soundstage blunt cave set. It looks like the Bat Cave, but it's not. Off to the side, near the monitor and chair setup, a black director eyeballs the hustling white crew.
Look at all these crackers. $70 million and I can't even get a black grip?
A white PA brings a cup of latte to the director.
Here's your coffee, sir.
You spitting this? Because I know all you white folks are pissed off that the studio entrusts all the multi-million dollar to a brother.
I didn't spit it, sir.
Then taste it. Go on.
The PA takes the cup and sips from it. He tries to hand it back to the director.
It's all good, sir.
No, it ain't all good. Oh, and you think I want it now after your lips touch the cup? Get the fuck off my set.
You the man, sir.
No, you the man, and that's the problem.
The director glares at the scared PA as he cautiously skulks off. Banky Edwards approaches.
Chaka? Yeah, hi. I'm Banky Edwards, the creator of Blunt Man and Chronic. We met a few weeks back. I'm the executive producer.
Oh, you're the executive producer, huh? Well, go. Produce me a latte no white folks spit in, okay, fucky?
Banky, I just wanted you to know that I respect your work as an artist. I'm something of an artist myself. I was the inker on the comic book.
An inker? What? Like you, Trace?
Banky's face drops as the AD joins them.
Biggs, Vanderbeek are on the set, Chaka.
I don't see them. Where are they? Where the fuck are the stars of this piece of shit?
On the Blunt Cave set, two massive doors open in the fake rock. Smoke pours in and Jay and Silent Bob, now dressed as Blunt Man and Chronic, step from the darkness. Jay and Bob survey the set, amazed.
This must have set him back a couple $100.
Look at this shit. A gay hood ornament and the color purple.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? I'm the fucking director is who I am. Chaka Luther King, the creator of all of this.
Wait a sec, I thought Holden and Banky created this shit.
And I'm stealing it. I'm taking it back for all the shit you people have stolen from us. Did you know I came up with the idea for Sesame Street before PBS? I was going to call it BWP, Brothers with Puppets. All right, enough small talk. Let's shoot.
Chaka heads back towards his monitor and Jay and Bob are confused.
Wait, ain't you gonna direct us?
I'll be directing you to the food stamps line after I fire y'all ass if you talk back like that to me again.
But we don't know what we're supposed to do here. I didn't even read the script.
So neither did I. Shit. Neither did the studio. Look, man, it's not hard. In this scene, the bad guy breaks into the Blunt Cave. You make up some shit, fight him for a while. I film it. I yell cut. And then I head back to my trailer where I got more wild women waiting for me there. Then the first lifeboat of Titanic. They all want to be a part of the movie. I just got the part for them.
Jay and Silent Bob go wide-eyed as Chaka heads off.
Let's roll with the new.
Quiet on set. This is a take.
Chaka climbs behind his monitor. The PA is waiting for him with another cup of coffee.
I got you another cup of coffee, sir. Spit free.
Chaka smacks the coffee out of his hand and sits down. The clapper loader jumps in front of the startled Jay and Bob, getting ready. After a beat, he turns to Silent Bob.
I just want to say that I loved when you fucked that pie. Blunt Man and Chronic Strike Back, scene 37, take one.
The clapper loader shuts the clapboard and races off. From behind the monitor, Chaka calls out.
Action!
Jay and Bob, as Blunt Man and Chronic, look at each other for a beat. Then...
Snoochie Boochies?
Suddenly, the wall to their left explodes. Jay and Bob hit the deck. Through the smoking rubble steps Cockknocker, the arch nemesis of Bluntman and Chronic. He's a normal-looking man with huge overgrown fists. Large text fills the screen. Hey, kids, it's Mark Hamill. Applause.
What the fuck?
You thought I'd never find your precious blunt cave, did you, Hemp Knight? But now you and your sidekick are finally in the grasp of Cockknocker.
Why do they call you Cockknocker?
Actually, there's a funny story behind that. You're going to love this. True story. Cockknocker slams one of his huge fists into Jay's balls. Jay drops to his knees, wailing.
Avenge me!
Cockknocker then pulls a vibrator-looking device from his cape. He presses a button on it and a laser beam rises out of the vibrator like a lightsaber. Any last words before I bust your balls, blunt man? Silent Bob quickly looks right, then left. His eyes fall on a wall of armaments on which hands a silver bong under the placard, Bong Saber, extremely experimental. Do not use. It's out of his reach. Silent Bob closes his eyes, concentrating. He reaches his hand out to the Bong Saber, attempting his Jedi mind trick. Suddenly, the bong snaps from the armory into Bob's grip. The Bong Saber blasts to life, and Bob strikes a defensive pose. Bob rushes the astonished Cockknocker, and the pair start lightsaber dueling.
Damn! Now that was one special effect. This picture's gonna make House Party look like House Party 2.
Or House Party 3, coming to HBO Max January 13th, 2023.
Shut the fuck up.
Cockknocker battles Bob back. He vogues some impressive blade handling, prompting Bob to make a run for it, up the ladder of the bong reactor and over Cockknocker's head. He lands behind Cockknocker, striking another pose.
Dance, pie fucker!
Cockknocker then high kicks Bob in the face, knocking him on his ass across the floor.
Damn, these white boys can fight!
Cockknocker spins his blade. Don't fuck with the Jedi Master, son. Cockknocker rushes over to deliver a saber kill shot when we hear,
Yo, bitch fist!
Cockknocker turns to see Jay standing on the rotating monitor station holding a double-sided saber. He clicks it in two beams emit, a la the Darth Maul lightsaber in episode 1.
Call me Darth Balls. Bong!
Jay leaps at Cockknocker, wielding the double-beamed bong saber.
I think George Lucas is gonna sue somebody.
Exterior soundstage day. Will and Holly's car screeches up and Will and Holly jumps with a shotgun. He slides across the hood of the car and lands beside the flashing red light.
So this is Hollywood. Lights, camera, action, Jay, and Silent Bob.
Will and Holly cocks his shotgun and heads for the door. Interior soundstage day. The door bursts open and Will and Holly charges in, firing 2 shots off camera.
You terror sons of bitches!
Will and Holly goes wide-eyed. It's not Blunt Cave. We're on a different soundstage where a kid's movie's being shot. Movie's Grand Adventure. There's a Barney-sized movie surrounded by little kids. The kids stare back on Will and Holly, terrified. The movie suit has smoking bullet holes in it. Movie collapses.
Oh my god! Sorry. That's supposed to be a warning shot. Looks like I'm on the wrong set.
The kids look at the fallen movie. One looks angrily at the off-camera Will and Holly.
You killed Movie! Let's get him!
The kids charge Will and Holly, who screams like a woman as he's attacked. Interior soundstage, same. Jay and Cockknocker fight with the bong sabers. You're not upstaging me, Vanderbeek. Jay whacks away happily at the actor playing Cockknocker, Mark Hamill, hacking him up onto the ladder of the Blunt Cave's nuclear reactor. Cockknocker climbs the ladder slightly to evade the attack, dueling Jay back with the saber in his other hand. Chaka, call off Dawson. Give me a cut. On cue, Jay delivers a kill shot to one of Cockknocker's huge fists, cutting it off a la Empire. Cockknocker looks at the camera. Not again. That's it. That's it. Cockknocker storms off. I'll be in my trailer. Silent Bob joins Jay as Jay turns off its double bong saber. Jay grins at Cockknocker.
Now whose balls have been busted, bitch?
Suddenly a gunshot rings out. All turn to see a roughed up Will and Holly, training his gun first on Jay, then Bob.
The clip stops here, Jay and Silent Bob. Everyone stay calm. Been a while, like Marshall. Where'd it go? Go back to making your adult movie. These men are the leaders of a terrorist organization wanted for the abduction of a monkey.
They didn't really steal that monkey.
All turn to see Justice approaching from the shadows. Will and Holly trains his gun on him. Jay's mouth drops.
And they're not the leaders of Clit. The Clit is not real.
No, the Clit's real. The female orgasm is a myth.
Silent Bob looks at him, confused.
It was just a diversion so we could steal these.
Justice pulls the bag of diamonds from her jacket, revealing them. Justice turns back to Jay.
You guys all right?
I thought you blew up, boo-boo kitty fuck.
Justice smiles.
You remembered. It was a frame-up, Jay. Sissy, Missy, Chrissy, and I are international jewel thieves. We were setting you up as a patsy, but I couldn't go through with it because I love you.
Yeah? So that means you'll fuck me, right?
Of course.
She does. It'll be considered necrophilia.
All turn to see Sissy, Missy, and Chrissy slinking from the shadows, guns drawn.
She's gonna be one dead bitch. Hi, Jesse. We catch you at a bad time.
You should have just let these guys go down, Jesse.
Hey, I wanted to go down, but I was waiting until I got to know her a little better. See, there was this little angel on my shoulder, and he was all like, "What's up?"
Shut the fuck up before I shoot you where you're standing, your pansy red booties.
Jay looks down at his feet.
Holy shit. I am wearing pansy red booties. Why the fuck didn't you tell me?
Let's have those diamonds, Jesse.
I can't do that, Sissy.
The lover boy gets one in the fucking brain.
Jay hands the bag of diamonds to Bob.
Yo!
All turn to look at Chaka.
Would any of you lovely ladies like a private audition to be in my movie? Bring that ass over here, come on.
Justice high kicks the gun out of Sissy's hand. It lands on the ground, firing off a round.
Ow!
Then everyone starts shooting and running for cover. Jay and Silent Bob hurl themselves over the bluntmobile. Missy and Chrissy flip over a lavish, exquisitely packed craft service table labeled Cast. They pop back up and start firing at Will and Holly. Will and Holly leaps behind a barren craft service table that holds a bag of Smarties and a dented can of RC Cola. He pops up and returns fire. Chaka ducks behind the monitor.
A shitload of white people with guns. Time to get my black ass out of here.
A bullet hits the bluntmobile between Jay and Bob, but they are more focused on the fight developing in front of them. Justice and Sissy defensively circle each other, striking kung fu poses.
You really let me down, Justice. Throwing it all away for just a little stoner with bad pronunciation.
What's it going to be, Sissy? Which fighting style do you want me to kick your ass in?
Yeah, but I can bury you with my crouching. Are you kidding me? I taught you all your moves myself. There's no style you can bust out that I can't defend against.
You're no match for my Shelowin monk.
But I can bury you with my crouching tiger.
A little Venus flytrap.
I'll counter with my dragon crane.
Justice pulls off her glasses.
How about a little bitch, my man at your baby's daddy?
Oh, bring it on.
Justice rushes Sissy, and instead of sleek kung fu, they launch into a down and dirty girls' catfight, hair pulling and screaming.
Fucking stupid bitch!
Sissy has Justice on her belly, banging her face into the floor, screeching. Behind the bluntmobile, Jay and Bob watch all the action.
Yo, I hope one of them rips the other one's shirt off and we see some titties flopping around and shit in the air.
Both Bob and Jay smile at each other, nodding. Banky joins them, crawling in on his belly, covering his head.
Mr. Biggs, Mr. Vanderbeek, I just want to say hi. I'm
Banky fucking Edwards, just the motherfucker we came to see.
Holy shit! What the fuck are you guys doing here?
When both ladies are out of bullets, they drop back down behind the table and reload. From behind his table, Will and Holly yells,
What are you shooting at me? I'm just a federal wildlife marshal.
2 reasons. 1, we're walking, talking bad girl glitches. Clitches.
cliches.
Cliches.
Oh,
And-
cliches. Those 2.
And 2, because you're a man.
Only on the outside.
The girls and Will and Holly both pop back up and open fire again. Jay, Bob, and Banky continue.
Stop the movie? Are you crazy?
Shut the fuck up. All these assholes are calling us names on the internet because of this stupid movie.
That's what the internet is for. Slandering others anonymously. Stopping the flick isn't going to stop that.
Chaos continues to erupt all around them.
This isn't fair. We came to Hollywood. I fell in love. Fucking, we stole a monkey. We got shot at. I got punched in the motherfucking nuts by a guy named Cockknocker.
I feel for you boys. I really do. Those net snipers can be really cruel. But Miramax, Miramax Films, paid me a shitload of money for Blunt Man and Chronic. So it occurs to me that people bad-mouthing you on some website is none of my fucking concern.
Oh, but I think it is.
Justice and Sissy keep fighting. Banky stares at Silent Bob, but God, Jay rolls his eyes.
See, we had to deal with you on the comics for likeness rights. And as we're not only the artistic basis, but also the character basis for your intellectual property, Blunt Man and Chronic, when we said property was optioned to Miramax Films, you were legally obliged to secure our permission to transfer the concept to another medium. As you failed to do that, you're in breach of the original contract. Ergo, you find yourself in a very actionable position.
Banky stares at Bob, even more agog, joined by Jay. After a beat, Jay adds,
Yeah.
in the background, we see Justice high kick Sissy into the air.
You guys are going to ruin my movie career.
Well, we want something for our mental anguish.
Tell you what, we'll settle this monetarily. I'll give you half of what I make.
Half?
Half's not good enough? Fine. I'll give you 2/3 of what I make.
Fuck you. You already said half. You can't take it back.
Done.
They shake hands. Jay looks over and sees Justice fighting.
What's up, baby? You look good.
Yeah.
Justice now has the advantage over Sissy, holding her head and kicking her in the face repeatedly, screaming. Sissy races at Justice, leaping atop her, pulling her hair. Sissy stands against Justice.
Your shit is so tired, Justice.
Call me Boo Boo Kitty Fuck, bitch.
Justice high kicks Sissy and she goes flying across the stage. Sissy sails towards the craft service table, landing atop Missy and Chrissy, knocking them out. Will and Holly stands to see why the girls stop shooting.
Hello? Truce? I think I killed both of them. I am an excellent marksman. I've always...
A gunshot is heard. Suddenly, Will and Holly lets out a shriek and falls forward, revealing a tranquilizer dart in his ass, and Suzanne standing behind him, holding the gun up in the air. Justice surveys her handiwork for a beat, then calls off towards the Bluntmobile.
Come on, guys. It's over.
Jay, Bob, and Blanky pop up from behind the car and join her.
You all right, Boo Boo Kitty Fuck? Yo, I was just about to jump in there and get your back.
Uh-huh.
Then the sound of sirens rings out in the distance.
Holy shit, the cops. We gotta get out of here.
No, I'm tired of running.
Justice lifts Will and Holly into a sitting position and taps his face.
You awake, Marshall? Marshall?
Will and Holly wakes up.
Oh my god, I'm paralyzed! The monkey shot me in the ass and paralyzed me. Oh, the sweet irony!
Will and Holly tries to move, but can't.
You're not paralyzed. It was just a tranquilizer.
Jesus, tranked by a little monkey. My friends in the Bureau are never gonna let me live this down.
You have friends in the FBI?
They all made it in, but failed the exam. Why the hell else would you become a federal wildlife marshal? That's a joke!
Justice looks towards the direction of the sirens, thinking, then...
Maybe not. I can make you a deal that'll get you into the FBI regardless of test scores.
What kind of deal?
You drop the charges against Jay and Silent Bob and say you never found the ape. Make sure the world knows that they're not in control of any clip.
She turns back to Jay.
I'll explain later, Jay.
Back to Will and Holly.
In exchange, I'll give you the diamonds I stole and turn in Sissy, Missy, Chrissy, and myself. But I want a reduced sentence.
You'd be willing to do that?
She looks back at Jay with a smile.
For him, I'd be willing to do anything.
She stands and crosses back to Jay and Bob.
I'm an international jewel thief who's facing a jail sentence.
That's all right. I'm a junkie with a monkey.
If I go to prison, will you wait for me?
I don't know. Will we fuck when you get out?
Justice smiles and kisses Jay passionately. The kiss should say it all, but...
Don't change the subject. Will we fuck when you get out?
Snoogans.
Justice and Jay kiss again. Bob hoists up Suzanne and they share a little kiss. Banky helps Will and Holly to his feet.
Wow. There's a lot of love in the room.
Regardless of what you may have heard, I do not kiss guys.
Okay. Play Kuacha.
Exterior studio later. Justice and Jay are still kissing until Will and Holly pulls her away and loads her into the waiting cop car.
Sorry, Justice, we've got to go. Hey, stop stealing monkeys.
Fuck you.
Fair enough.
Will and Holly closes the door behind Justice and gets in the car. Justice looks at the window at Jay.
Wait for me.
What, here?
Jay looks at Justice, confused as the cruiser pulls away, leaving Jay, Bob, Suzanne, and Banky. They start walking down the lot.
Well, boys, you're rich, in love.
Silent Bob points to Jay.
You're in love. And to top that off, you've got your own monkey. What more could two guys from Jersey possibly want?
Well, to have these fucks stop talking shit about us on the internet for starters.
What do I keep telling you? There's not much you can do to stop that. Well, short of showing up at all their houses and beating the shit out of them, I guess.
Jay and Bob suddenly freeze. They look at each other and smile.
You know, with all that money we're going to make, we can buy a lot of plane tickets.
Start the Jay and Bob kick-ass montage. Exterior sky, day. A passenger jet flies through the sky. Exterior suburban house, later. Exterior suburban street, day. Jay and Bob stand across the street from a house. They check the address on the big room of paper they're carrying, nod at each other, and cross the street. Interior house, day. The doorbell rings. A mother answers it to see Jay and Silent Bob standing in the doorway.
Can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Does William Dusky live here?
Yes, he's my son.
Can we talk to him, please?
One moment.
After a beat, a 15-year-old kid comes to the door.
Yeah.
Yo, do you post as Magnolia fan on moviepoopshoot.com?
Yeah.
And did you write, fuck Jay and Silent Bob, fuck them up their stupid asses?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A while ago. So?
Jay and Bob nod at each other, then grab the kid, pull him outside, and start beating the shit out of him on his front lawn. Exterior sky, day. The passenger jet flies again, this time in the opposite direction. Exterior suburban house, day. Jay and Bob knocking at another door. Another mother answers. They speak, she heads inside, and another kid comes to the door.
On moviepoopshoot.com, did you say Jay and Silent Bob are fucking clown shoes? If they were real, I'd beat the shit out of them for being so stupid.
The kid nods. Again, Jay and Bob pull the kid outside and beat the shit out of him. Exterior rectory, day. Jay and Bob beat the shit out of a priest. Interior office, day. Jay and Bob prepare to beat the shit out of a businessman. But before they can, he holds up a finger, needing a minute to finish a call.
Yes. All right.
They're tired of waiting, so Bob wraps the phone cord around the guy's neck and he beat the shit out of him. Interior convenience store, day. Jay and Bob beat the shit out of a clerk. Exterior movie theater, night. The marquee reads, Jason Biggs and James Vanderbeek are Blunt Man and Chronic, world premiere. The front door opens and the crowd lets out. First we see Dante and Randal. Now that was worse than Clash of the Titans.
I still can't believe Judi Dench played me.
Hey, remind me to renew that restraining order.
Why?
because I'm going to blast that flick on the internet tonight. They walk away as Walt and Steve Dave exit the theater.
Why can't Hollywood ever make a decent comic book movie?
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Do you stop saying that?
Alyssa and Trish come out.
Well, that was just another peon to male adolescence and its refusal to grow up.
Yes, sis. But it was better than Mallrats. At least Holden had the good sense to keep his name off of it.
Why wouldn't Miramax option his other comic instead? You know, the one he drew about you and him and your relationship?
You mean Chasing Amy? That would never work as a movie.
Banky and Hooper exit.
I'm so fucking embarrassed.
Honey, you should be. They took your characters and reduced them to one 90-minute long gay joke. It was like watching Batman and Robin again.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from the guy who pretends to be Shaft as opposed to the guy who takes Shaft.
I don't hear you complaining nightly. In fact, the only thing I do hear is, yes, Hooper, cradle the balls and work the shaft.
Hey, what'd we say? Not in public.
Nice movie, you fucking tracer.
You.
That's right, you son of a bitch. I'm back for round 2.
Banky grabs the guy by the throat and starts choking him while Hooper tries to break him up. Will and Holly exits with justice in hand and leg cuffs and a prison uniform. They're flanked by 2 armed prison guards.
You know, I don't get out to the movies much, but I'd have to say Blunt Man Chronic was bluntastic.
Are these leg cuffs really necessary?
Don't make me shoot you, Justice.
And finally, Jay and Silent Bob come out.
Yo, the party's across the street featuring the greatest band in the world, Morris Day and the Times.
Whip pan to Morris Day and the Time on stage performing Jungle Love. In the midst of the song, Morris Day points to Jay and Bob. Jay and Bob are dancing with Suzanne and Justice, who's still in cuffs flanked by the guards. Jay looks to Bob, they nod at each other, and Jay and Silent Bob join Morris Day and the Time on stage and dance us out to the Coda, which reads, the film was roundly drubbed as a bad idea by the denizens of the internet chat boards. And over the course of the next year, while they waited for the quick stop restraining order to expire, Jay and Silent Bob tracked them all down and beat the shit out of them. Blunt Man and Chronic Strike Back went on to make a mere $2.3 million at the box office. It was the biggest commercial failure in the history of Miramax films. Credits. Then, interior, nowhere. A familiar woman closes a book that's marked The Viewist Universe. She puts the book down, smiles at us, and skips off. The end.
And that is the insanity that is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Thank you all so much for joining us for this one. And, well, we'll see you at the next one.